In one of the greatest baseball cities in America, it's the most iconic name in amateur baseball. It's Perfect Game. And it's the 23rd All-American Classic played right here, the home of the Philadelphia Phillies, and we're honored to bring it to you. The East versus the West, 350 MLB alumni. It's going to be an amazing preview of the future of the game, and more specifically, the 2027 draft. Hi, folks. We love this event. Welcome back to the ballpark. National Scouting Director Vinny Servino, Hunter Pence, passionate about this age group. We'll get into that. My name is Darren Sutton. Hunter, you played on this field as a major leaguer. Now you come here and you walked into the booth this morning and you said, Sut, I've been looking forward to this game for a long, long time. Why is it you look forward to this game?
This is the highway of dreams coming true, and the talent continues to impress year after year, and it continues to get better. And this year is another, we're just following in that same footstep. So it's exciting to watch these guys showcase their families, their life's work, and take on the journey of chasing the dream of college baseball and the Major League Baseball draft.
The family part, hold that for 1 sec. I'm going to ask you first about the #1 player in the land in Dylan Seward. All of his actions, that's the thing you spoke to me about, how he handles himself on the field. A shortstop.
The actions are extremely polished, and this guy, he has power, he has speed, he has incredible mechanics. I went all the way back to his 12-year-old footage and then watched his footage today. It's unbelievable how he's been he floats. He floats on the field. It's so crisp, it's so clean, it's beautiful to watch, and he gives you an amazing at-bat. Switch hitter, power both sides, 6'2", 60, can absolutely fly. This kid's incredible.
I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to do no scouting. I'm going to let him talk. Uncle Hunter, your nephew, Striker Pence, has been up to 101. He can hit as well. What a thrill for you to be here to watch him play in this event.
And I mentioned, the highway of the dreams coming true. He's been at this event for 7 years straight. He's come as a kid, as a fan. He's looked up to all the players that are out here, and now he's walking the walk. He's put in the work, and it's his time to shine. So it really is one of those moments that gives you chills. To watch your nephew who loves the game, it has a lot of heart, worked every day. He has not missed more than a day of hitting and throwing every single day since he was 12. So this is where you show up when you do put in that work, and we're thrilled for him.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun. Vinny, nobody previews the draft better than you. You really give us such eyes. So let's talk about a couple of these guys, and let's start with the top player in Georgia, Malachi Butler, a gifted athlete, probably could play anywhere on the field. Why is he here today?
He's just an exceptional athlete, a very instinctual shortstop defender, sure hands, can throw across, can run. He can do a little bit of everything, but the thing that he stood out most for this summer, he raked. He can really hit. Scouts see a plus hit tool there, and he's one of the younger players in this class, so a guy that can really grow into that power and be a true five-tool player.
Keenan Bastion, last year in the All-Star game, hit a ball off the Western Metal Supply Company. He's an All-American now. This Floridian is incredibly talented.
You're talking about some of the best bat speed and offensive tools in the class with Keenan Bastion. Top of the scale kind of power potential, a guy that has really performed with home run power at every stop this summer and has really, really exciting upside.
You name a name, and they've played in this game. 350 MLB alumni. When we come back, the fourth member of our broadcast team will join us. Another pitcher that's chasing that 100-mile-an-hour mark. It's Hannah Jo Groves. It's a wonderful conversation. Then it's the starting lineups and the first pitch. We're doing this thing in Philadelphia. It's the 23rd Perfect Game All-American Classic.
Check, hey.
The best, made for what's next. And by Adidas. Start clean. and finish loud. Perfect game, Bruce Bolt and Adidas. Hannah Jo Groves, a wonderful conversation. The Perfect Game All-American Classic, a big, big arm out of Texas is George Ferguson. Hannah Jo, take it away.
Well, guys, George Ferguson went to the bullpen on me, so we will get to talk to him before he goes on his outing, before he comes out for the second inning for the West against this East squad that is anxious to face him. So I will be back soon, and we'll get to talk to George Ferguson.
You hear Hannah Jo Groves. I have a quick question for you. Just describe the atmosphere down there for us, please. Tell us a little bit what it's like being around these young men at this key moment of their life.
They're so excited for this game. They've been trash talking one another relentlessly, but they also have this reverence, this respect for each other and all the time, the effort that they've been putting in since some of them since they were 3 years old. It's all come up to this game, playing in this major league ballpark. This is what you dream about. So finally the moment's here. They're going to have some fun, but they're going to do their absolute best today. It's going to be a great game.
Boss, great job down there. We look forward to hearing from you the entire game. Hannah Jo Groves down below and getting to know who these players are from all over the country as we take a look at the East roster. And Mac Morris at the very top of things, Keenan Bastion, Cole Cheatham, Juan Diaz. Daryl Carrion is a talented catcher from Puerto Rico. Max Hemingway is from Puyallup, Washington. These rosters presented by our partners with Dick's Sporting Goods. We talked about Jordan Griffin through previous shows. This is a talented Louisianan. Chase Fuller, the Jackie Robinson Player of the Year Award winner. And on down with Grayson Parker, Isaac Vidal, Finian O'Loughlin, Frank Thomas III. Yes, that Frank Thomas. It's his son, his talented son. And, oh, he can pick it. Samir Mohammed is out of Tampa, Florida. Brew Milner is out of Tallahassee, Alabama. And on the mound, right-hander Striker Pence. Pence goes to work. He is the opener of this one. Hunter, you talked about all the work he has put in. You've seen him on a national stage representing MLB a couple of nights ago. Here he is now in front of us showing his stuff.
Yeah, and Striker definitely honored to take the field in this East-West game. Once again, I mentioned he's come to this for 7 years straight since he was a lot shorter than 6'6". He's grown into what you see here today, and you can just see it's a nice loose arm. He has big velo. He has decent command. Two-way player. Loves to hit, but he is definitely blessed with an electric arm.
Let's meet the defense that works behind him. And again, these are some talented athletes out in left field. Haup really goes and gets it with some serious skill. You remember Brad Haup in the majors? That's his son. It's Leeper, it's Wilson, Cunningham, Seward, the #1 player in the land. Carter Hadnot, the defensive player of the year nationally, earned that award last night. Reed Witcher also a pitcher. As I didn't mean to rhyme that, but can throw it up to 90-plus miles an hour, one of the great two-way players in the country, as is Striker Pence. Vinny, you've seen Striker grow up right before your very eyes as an athlete. He still is one of those guys we can call an athlete, not just a pitcher.
Yeah, 100%. Like Hunter said, he loves hitting. He does have that power from the left side. He's big, physical, and there's a lot to like in terms of the ingredients here. The arm really works, the power potential from the left side. He's an exciting player with a ton of upside.
Striker Pence is from Corona, California. He's at Santiago High School and plays for that Hunter Pence Giants scout team. Hunter Pence Baseball, your group, Hunter, has done such a great job. I know it's not all you doing the lifting. You have a lot of great people that help run that
Sean
for you.
Danielson and Aaron Cunningham just absolutely love the game of baseball, love working with the kids, and have a phenomenal group with Striker and the Giants scout team, and always just coming out, bringing out the best and trying to teach these kids leadership and how to play the game the best they can.
Jordan Griffin has been to 3 select festivals for Perfect Game. He's an LSU commit. He's the #1 player in the state of Louisiana. And with this first pitch, we will play the Perfect Game All-American Classic as Jordan takes a pitch that's high up and away. He's for Coach Glenn Caccini, a great baseball player at Barbe High School, just shy of 18 years old. And again, a name that has been seen a ton at Perfect Game events, about 75 times. In some way, shape, or form, Vinny, he's taken on a PG event.
Yeah, Jordan Griffin's been around forever, and he's just he's a dynamo, man. He's top of the order table setter, really hits, electric bat speed, and can scoot all around the bases, too.
That last fastball, 96 plus miles an hour, 96.3 miles an hour.
Yeah, Jordan Griffin, I watched him and the Field of Dreams game make a diving catch. Just unbelievable speed, can steal bags.
Yeah, the metric's pretty special this year. He ran a 6.3 60 through 96 from the outfield. The exit velo was 101. Yawn. Just another great day for this guy. And he packs a lot into that frame. This is not a guy who's 6'4", has that good fastball, 98 miles an hour inside corner.
You'd be forgiven if you thought he was, though, the way he takes batting practice.
Well,
He was playing.
that's kind of a cool thing about him, right?
Yeah,
like a Corbin Carroll kind of explosiveness.
Exactly. Corbin Carroll had that power as a shorter guy, and Jordan Griffin has that too. He's peppering right above that score sign in right field there in the second deck during batting practice.
Zips that one to the backstop. Hunter, I'm learning. I got a comp right out of the gates. I had a scout bless my comp. That makes me excited.
Hey, you're right. You're spot on. And Griffin, my brother was telling me, because he follows all these kids that Stryker's played with and against for so long. He scored 6 touchdowns in a high school football game at running back. Might be playing football and baseball if he doesn't go into the draft at LSU.
Fastball blows it by him. The pitch before was 99. That one was 97. And Jordan Griffin goes down on strikes.
And for Stryker, that's got to feel good. A lot of times finding the rhythm, the release point, getting the strikes, and to throw a fastball by Jordan Griffin. He's got some of the fastest hands in the game, located that spot up and away, and get that first out. It's one of the best pitches in baseball, and that one had a little run as well.
I was going to say, and that's Stryker's bread and butter right there. It might be cliche, but 99 top of the zone, not going to have a chance with 2 strikes there.
Oh, heads
Breaking
up.
ball goes up over his head. Meet Keenan Bastian. He's from Winter Garden, Florida, plays for Coach Kunkel, Alan Kunkel. We care about him a lot at the First Academy. This is a talented Florida commit. Keno is his dad, Kay is his mom. And another guy, as he aggressively attacks that one, Hunter, who packs a lot of back speed and quick hands into a smaller frame, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, when you look at just the pure bat speed, you're talking about Keenan Bastian and Jordan Griffin as 2 of the top guys in the class. And Keenan is really, really, really good at power.
Yeah, you can see he's generating a lot of it. He's got pretty much biceps for days up there. That's definitely a presence in the box. You think of the big league chew body frame. The bubblegum guy.
Bubblegum boy.
Gives a lot of credit to watching his brothers play when he was younger, as that breaking ball hung up there, but it's fouled off. Jaden and Caden are his older brothers. They're now in their 20s, but that's a lot of times, if you're the baby boy, that's the case. You follow your brothers, you watch them closely. On the flip side, for Stryker, he's got younger ones watching him play, and they're kind of Hunter following in his shoes.
Yeah, he's got 2 younger brothers, Ace and Maverick, coming up behind him. Definitely look up to Stryker.
He just broke a bat, didn't he? Broke a heart and broke a bat.
That one running in right there. And that's the thing with Stryker. A lot of the slot, they're trying not to mess with his mechanics. Let it be as natural as you can. And you can see he kind of has that inversion. Look how much that runs in. It looks like it's over the plate and comes in off. But credit to Bastian to even put a 99, 98.5 and spoil that 2-strike pitch.
I was going to say, I talked to Keenan the other day. I said, hey, man, you know what your most impressive at-bat was this summer? You struck out. But it was a 9-pitch battle against a guy throwing 99.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
a spoiler.
a year ago
right
at this point, he'd go down, in early count. But now he fights, he battles, he spoils tough pitches. He's developed so much as a pure hitter.
Took a while to get his head wrapped around what he wanted to throw, and there's a great example. You guys are talking us into what he's doing.
299 mile an hour, pretty tough fastballs. Fighting it off. And if I know Stryker, he wants to get to the breaking ball here if you're fighting off the fastballs.
He's about to throw that breaking ball. And it dives down and in. Good looking pitch there. That's a good take, guys. That's a really good take.
Yeah, you see Bastian just get wider with 2 strikes, really just kind of throwing the hands directly to the ball, trying to get to a fastball count again, see if he can get something to handle.
Got on the side of that one, spun that one away. So Talk about winning at bats. It all goes back to the thing you pointed out, Hunter, the confidence and strength to foul off 99.
Yeah, that's what the spoilers right there. And for Stryker, you know, still polishing up the command a little bit, and that's going to be those pesky at bats are going to be the tough part for Stryker. And it's going to be exciting to see him come out of the stretch versus an exceptional hitter. We'll let you talk about him, Darren and Vinny.
Yeah, he is special. Chase Fuller, Tallahassee, Florida, Lincoln High School, plays for USA Prime National. As a Florida State commit, Dad played at Florida State. Dad played football. Dad is on the football coaching staff. Dad is a great leader, and Chase winning the Jackie Robinson Award last night. And this young man fell in love with the game when he was 8. He said, I played a little bit of football before, picked up a bat, and never looked back. So football's in his blood, but baseball is his future. That's the fun part about it. The thing to me, Vinny, that's interesting about him, you guys have had him. He's been, you know, one or two or three for basically his entire teen years, right? He's been that highly ranked. He handles that pressure with such grace, in my opinion.
I agree. You know, he's been near the top of the class rankings for his entire career. A guy who's had a lot of pressure on his shoulders. And when you talk about two-way players in this class, one of the premier two-way players.
Nearly got a piece of that bat. Misses inside 3-0. Velocity 96 miles an hour on that last pitch.
And I got to watch Fuller do a little work in the cage, and he hasn't got to swing here yet, but man, do I love his bat path. Quick hands, and it is just pure. He's short into the zone, and he rides the hitting zone for so long. His bat path does not come in and out. It's not an open closed door. He goes straight forward. He gets extreme extension. The contact in batting practice was as soon as he hit the ball, he hit through like 6 more balls going forward. I'm very impressed with this young man's swing.
See if he turns it loose on 3-1. Pitches a called strike. Throw down from behind home plate. Beautiful throw. Right on top of the bag, turning that one loose. Brogan Witcher out of Bakersfield, California. An electric player. This is gorgeous.
And that's just a beautiful throw, catch and tag, and absolutely it was a pretty good jump, but that release is so quick. Throws a strike, but a little bit scary here watching the shortstop, Seward. Hope he didn't pull a muscle, but it doesn't look great. He's kind of limping around. They might need to check on him.
Good catch by you, Hunter, as he came from behind, just backing up that throw.
It almost looks like he's going to try to grind it out. It's a, you know, they moved the game up. It's a little tough to get the body going sometimes, these West Coast kids. He's going to play it out.
Stretching out right now. This at bat continues. Fastball outside corner. That's strike 3. 99 miles an hour from the right arm of Stryker Pence. There was a little bit of action on the base paths, but he didn't disappoint. The talented right-hander from Corona, California, living in the high 90s. That's his rent district. Back at this beautiful yard on what will be a rainy day later, and we're just fine with that. The West roster. I'm putting my very smart man to my right to work as we take a look, and we'll page these players through, and as we do, Vinny Servino, on the West squad, there's always somebody interesting along the way that we like to take a look at. Page 1, pick somebody, tell us a quick nugget.
Drake Hawk breaks. Sullivan Reed, huge power. Carter Hadnot, complete package of tools.
Look at that. Look at that. Page 2, go.
Co Romero had some big bobs this summer. Jake Turner, big two-way potential, left-handed power. Jack Leeper really rakes. Dylan Seward, #1 player in the class.
Page 3, you got it.
Brogan Witcher, you saw the throw out last half. Jalen Jacob, huge power. Cooper Goff, in-game hitter. Sebastian Wilson, really rakes. Brady Cunningham, huge power and athlete.
And on the mound, a talented left-hander, Connor Salerno. Salerno, been excited to see him work after seeing him do his thing at the National Showcase. He's from Indian Trail, North Carolina. And I love asking you this simple question for this highly ranked player. Besides the ranking, why is he here? What has brought him here through the years?
There's probably no other pitcher in this class that has the polish or command at this stage in their development that Connor Salerno has. It's very workmanlike. He's not going to blow you away with 100 miles an hour. It's not overpowering, but it's so consistent. He always executes his pitches. He repeats everything. He pounds the zone. It's really, really polished.
He's a Mississippi State commit. He's dealing with Californian Carter Hadnot from Rialto, California. From Aquinas High School, playing for that USA Prime national team, the son of Catherine and Bernard Hadnot. And last night, it was our Legend Glove, a beautiful brand new partnership for Perfect Game. Defensive Player of the Year. He's that good as a defender, huh?
He's silky smooth, man. We'll see him at shortstop next half inning. You saw him at second base make the tag. And he can really, really pick it over there.
He's got the spikes to prove it. You don't wear electric lightning green spikes unless you're silky smooth, Benny.
Salerno, that lower arm angle, just missed the inside corner with a four-seam fastball. That's what you're talking about, HP.
Yeah, you gotta have some speed to rock those bad boys.
Pulls the hands in, tries to drive it to left, off the sweet spot, drifting back, putting that one away. Jordan Griffin, the Louisiana man, out number one. Just stayed within the strike zone and came right after him. Well, he's a switch hitter, which means against this tough lefty, he has the ability to hit right-handed. We talked about maybe him getting those wheels turning out in the field defensively. Here's Dylan Seward. I think everyone's been looking forward to seeing a live at-bat from this young man, the #1 player in the land. Dylan's from Eastvale, California, Norco High School. Interestingly enough, striker, Pence, Dylan, Seward, about 7 miles apart from one another in high school. How about those actions behind the bag? Aggressively firing it, but it's off the mark just a bit. Malachi Butler out there playing short. Kept those feet moving, but the throw didn't get there.
Right there, the pressure of Seward. He runs a 3.9 to first. He's 6'2", 60, and just a routine ground out. But if you take a couple steps to your left, you're going to have to hurry and has to kind of hop, step, throw, hurry that throw. And you can just see the pressure that speed applies.
Yeah, I was telling Hunter before the game started, we were getting some pretty silly home to first times throughout the summer for Seward. It's just that true 80 runner that puts pressure all over the infield.
Sebastian Wilson, Sushi as he is known in baseball circles, from Chicago. Looks at a breaking ball, nearly nips him over the inside corner. He's a Tennessee commit, plays for Wow Factor National. Is the son of Brian and Lynette. His stepmom is Vanessa. He's got 3 siblings at home. His favorite player, PCA. He loves watching former PG All-American Pete Crow Armstrong. Learns from him, he says.
That's a good one, man. PCA plays the game hard. Having one of his, obviously burst on the scene, but a breakout season.
I was going to say, how about that year he's having?
That fastball, pretty good ride when it gets to the plate.
Absolutely, and you've seen it early. Even Salerno's misses so far, they've been nibble misses, right? He's executing his spots. He's getting it exactly where he wants to be. And now this at-bat, too, against Sushi, he's showing the breaking ball for the first time.
Sushi, quick call of time. Really good student, 3.8 in the classroom, and founded the Sushi Wilson Dream Big Foundation. So already a guy who's trying to give back to those around him, maybe those who might not be able to afford all that goes into this, and that time pulled the string back on him, and that's strike 3.
And really from Salerno, you mentioned it, that low 3/4 slot is going to be extremely tough on lefties, and gets a bit of an awkward swing from young Sushi, and that's that oppressive in the strike zone slider that's going to maybe be bottom of the zone, but potentially a strike. And gets him to pull off.
And really set him up nicely in that at-bat with that slider. Kept front dooring, and the bottom just falls out of that one.
Brady Cunningham is from Mokena, Illinois, goes to Brother Rice there, and is a Texas A&M commit as he looks at a fastball at 93 that misses just off the plate outside. The son of Brian and Corey Cunningham. He's got an older brother, Carter, and a younger brother, Griffin, who's 14 years old. Cunningham has a wonderful family tradition. I love to learn about what these young men do at home, and it's very simple. It's game night. They get together, they play games, they bake cookies. They lost grandma from cancer a couple of years ago. They do that each time that they get together for game night to honor grandma. And they play her favorite games. It's her cookie recipes. That's part of the Cunningham household.
Tells you a little something about the upbringing, the family, the togetherness. And he's a competitor, man. He gives you a good at bat.
All state in the state of Illinois as he chases that rising fastball. What's you guys, induced vertical? What do you guys call that thing?
that cut ride induced vertical break.
There you go. Induced vertical break. Thank you, Vinny. We'll step aside. That's that right there. The Perfect Game All-American Classic rolls on, the 23rd edition. It's my honor to be 18 years behind this microphone of this event. Just absolutely love it. And here's a man we'll get to love. We'll hear from in just a bit out of Abilene, Texas. George Ferguson, a well-rounded human being. He's a Texas commit. He'd love to win this year the Gatorade Player of the Year. And by the way, his other big goal, and this tells you where he is as a well-rounded human being, is to complete his senior year in the classroom with some commitment so he can earn valedictorian. He is right now trending to be his school's valedictorian. That's the kind of well-rounded dude he is. Now, he's a pretty good pitcher too, right?
I would argue he's very oppressive in your face. He's going to throw it right at you. He threw an immaculate inning earlier this summer. His outing at National was spectacular. This stuff is just really, really overpowering.
And you can kind of see the twitchiness. He gets that late life. He has, he finishes his pitches, and you can almost see just from the camera that the ball seems to pick up speed, the perceived velocity, and the late life. It's pretty elite. It's something you don't see very often from a high school pitcher.
He went on 5 visits. His last visit was the University of Texas. He described a brotherhood that he felt in visiting, building a strong relationship with Max Wiener before he even stepped on campus. That's why he chose Texas, the son of Sarah and Dickinson Ferguson, the younger brother of Anna. His older sis is 19 years old. Familiar baseball name, generational baseball name, Frank Thomas III. As he chops that one to the right side. He's a good defender, but he found his counterpart out there. Sullivan Reed turns and steps on the bag. Couple of quick notes about Frankie and Frank Thomas III. Really good defender. He is an Auburn commit. Of course, we know Dad. He's a Hall of Famer. But Mom is Megan. Had a chance to have them both with us at the event last night. It's a thrill to have Frank here. But it's been fun, Vinny, quickly watching him grow as a player.
Yeah, Thomas has been terrific. A real polished hit tool. MVP of the high school showdown earlier this year. Just really developed nicely over the last couple of years.
I love this guy. I love the personality. I love who he is. His name is Christian Gomez, and this is another one that has his sights set on who he wants to be. He's from Virginia, Haymarket, Virginia. He's a North Carolina commit. Talented left-handed bat. gives former major leaguer Mike Colangelo a ton of credit for his development, as that one just off the plate. You've seen him grow.
Had an absolutely terrific summer last year. Even better summer this year. Really pretty left-handed swing. The power has really come on in a big way.
Breaking ball outside corner. Hunter, that's almost unfair.
Yeah, that was unhittable right there. And Ferguson just, sometimes you got to tip your cap to the pitcher, but this is a changeup painted down and away. And I mean, just a absolute dynamic, disgusting sequence that Gomez had to face there from Ferguson.
And that's Ferguson's best pitch, that changeup. True plus weapon, really, really dangerous against lefties.
The Butler did it, and here he is. Malachi Butler gets the call to go to work. And Malachi out of Powder Springs, Georgia, a Georgia Tech commit. Boy, what a riding high program as far as athletes concerned. His dad is Michael. Older brother Michael Jr. is 33, and Michaela, younger sibling, 15 years old. This young man's got a ton of energy. He brings energy, whether it's to the quad or to a major league stadium. The Cobb County Player of the Year this past year. That's a seniors award. What's a junior take an award away from seniors?
It's, Malachi is a really well-rounded player. We talked about him in the pregame. Everybody loves shortstops these days, and he's one of the best in the country.
Ferguson loads his schedule up with those AP and honors classes, now loads up those legs and zips it up and away. 97 miles an hour.
Malachi putting on a good at bat. I love the kind of slow heartbeat. He's got the smooth movements. Obviously, this is a challenge facing Ferguson, but these guys are looking like they're going to give you a competitive at bat regardless of what the stuff is.
And that's how Malachi's been all weekend, too. That slow, steady presence, that real easy heartbeat guy shows up and knows he's here to do a job.
The Texan rocks and fires. That one dives down and away, and again, just nasty stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, all rise and pay honor to the valedictorian because he can pitch.
Bro, I'm telling you, this glove is the truth. This is what he won the gold glove with.
Are you talking about that guy then? The one that's good at everything?
The one who could have went pro in like every sport.
Every sport?
Every sport.
Want to know the craziest part I heard? Is that he chose baseball and he moves like a point guard on the diamond. Nah, bro, be for real for a second.
World Series champion and MVP.
And he's one of the shortest on the team.
Exactly.
That's crazy. How does he do all of that?
That's what makes him a legend. Whoa!
What's up, boys? You guys got room for a few more?
Yeah. Bring it in. Hurry. It's Mookie Betts.
Legend on three, legend on three. 1, 2, 3. Legend!
Welcome back to the All-American Classic. We're here with George Ferguson, Pitcher of the Year, which, by the way, before we talk about your outing, what was your reaction, what ran through your mind when you heard your name for that award last night?
Just super blessed to be in that opportunity to receive that award, and then just super thankful for all the people that pushed me to get to where I am today, like all the travel ball teammates that pushed me to get better and work and practice every day. Even the people back home at my high school in Abilene High, like just pushed me day in and day out to just be the player that I am today.
You also heard that all those East guys were ready to go up against you. What was your mindset, mental preparation to go up against some of the best hitters in the country today?
Yeah, so I'm always pretty locked in when I go out on the mound, and then when people start talking, it gets me even more dialed in that, and then it just it allowed me to just have more fire and just want to go out there and give them what I got and show them show my best.
What was working for you today?
Honestly, everything. I didn't even get to throw my slider yet, but I tried out a new two-seam. It was looking pretty good. The changeup, that's my bread and butter. That's my pitch, and the fastball. It was tied my PR today at 98. So everything.
All right, well, thanks, George. Boys, back up to you.
Yeah, great stuff. That was the confidence in a good, appealing way. This is Samir Mohammed out of Trinity, Florida. He is at that great program. Miguel Menendez is the head coach at Tampa Jesuit. He's an LSU commit. Emily is his mom. Vlad is his dad. His dad who stepped up, as he calls him. Kingston, we love him at the ballpark. His younger brother, Micaiah Sis, is 16 years old. This is a big man with a big arm. He has been on a deep rotation for a long time at Tampa Jesuit.
Yeah, and a guy, obviously, Darren and Hunter, you guys know how we talk about development all the time here. A guy who was really developed over the last 2 years on the mound and has really, really turned into a polished right-handed pitcher.
Sullivan Reed is his foe. From Meridian, Mississippi, Lamar High School coach. Matt Boone is high school coach. He is a Mississippi State commit. He earned that award, the Sirius XM Power Hitter of the Year award last night. Danny Wexelman, one of our former voices, now voice of the Cardinals, presented that award remotely. As Bruggenball dives down and away. And she nailed his nickname, Hunter, and the crowd went crazy in the event. They call him the Mississippi Mauler.
Hey, that is a beautiful nickname, and I can see why. But Mohammed, he's got a beautiful, you can see the run on the fastball with the slider to boot. It's got a tough matchup for any righty, but the Mauler's up to the task. Got 2 strikes. Let's see if he can battle.
And that pitch, that shape pitch a couple of pitches ago, he'll mix in a cutter, get on top of it, really turn that pitch over. That's got that firm downward dive, and you talk about 87 miles an hour with some depth.
Yeah, right there. That looked like the slider to me.
Yeah.
And when you're trying to get ready for 95, 96 running in on your hands, then the slider, you get the pull off right there, and an excellent strikeout for Mohammed out the gates to start off this second inning.
Out of Pearland, Texas, Caballo Lubin Rincon. Plays for that Wildcatters program. Coach Kevin Witt, they do such good work. That's his coach at the Bennett School as well. As an off-speed pitch dives down and away, shows him a changeup that time. Lubin Luzvani, his parents. And his favorite players, Rincon, Tatis and Correa, their passion. I notice it, and I've learned from it. Showing off that changeup, but it misses wide, 2-0.
Yeah, similar to Ferguson, Hunter, I was going to tell you, Samir's best pitch is his changeup. It gets a ton of action, almost like forkballish. Really gets left-handed hitters.
And follows the changeup
right there,
96.
top of the zone. 96, top of the zone. Some late life.
Yeah, he's opening up 96, 98 here. Been up to 99 this spring.
You look at Rincon, just a lot of quiet, soft front foots. You can see there's room for him to get a little bit bigger, lanky. You could definitely see the exceptional talent and also some ceiling to him.
Beautiful fastball dots the inside corner. He dates back to when he was 3. He said he picked up baseball and loved it because it made him feel united with his family. A lot of ball players, diamond sports people in his life. He said it drew me closer to my family to be on a baseball field. Toward the right side, ranging to his left, vacuuming that one up. Malachi Butler over there playing second base.
That's actually funny. I was going to bring up Malachi Butler. Lubin Rincon, very similar. Really good hit tool. Lots of upside in the body, the projection and everything. And the actions and the way they play the game, very, very calm, very composed.
Yeah, just watching this group, the 2026, the defense, the poise of this class is unbelievable.
All right, baseball fans, I know I remember him. You remember Brad Haupt hit a lot of big home runs during his journey as a player. This is his son, Drake. We're all aging, but Drake is aging in the right way. He's an LSU commit, plays for the Canes national team for Coach Petty, and he's at Liberty Christian High School. Left-handed bat. Loves watching baseball. Not the big leagues, though. He said, I love watching college baseball. I'm dialing in college baseball games, inclusive of where I'm headed. LSU as often as I can as he fouls that one off at home plate. Caden Borcherding will wear that one. Give us a quick Drake scouting report, please.
I'll keep it very simple, Sut. He rakes. Bat speed, physicality, power. Can turn it over to the pull side, but is a really, really good in-game hitter. A guy who can use the whole field, who can handle multiple pitch types, doesn't really chase or swing and miss in zone. You're talking about a really, really good hitter.
All-State 3 years in a row. His district MVP last 2 years. And Drake Hoff, as we get all the tech back together, PitchCom, a great partner of our game. We're gonna bring their world in at some point during this game because we actually know what's coming. We're not telling you, but we know what's coming. The little devices that go inside the hats. We'll bring you there, but they had to put that back together. A great partner of Perfect Game as that changeup is rolled foul.
Yeah, this is what Drake's going to do. He's going to battle these pitches. Good changeup there. Samir finally got that one into the strike zone, but Hoff able to just kind of pull it foul.
He talks about, sorry, Hunter, his overall maturity growing this year. Just understanding the game better, maybe slowing it down a little bit. These are the things that came for him this year in 2026.
Yeah, he's one of the more consistent bats on the circuit. Like even just going through and checking box scores. Up 2 for 3, up 2 for 3.
That nasty changeup. I'm glad Vinny told us it was that important. Look at this pitch. This one plays against any hitter at any level.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic. But only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BB-Core bat.
Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park and the Perfect Game All-American Game. I'm here with Hall of Famer and coach today, Trevor Hoffman. Trevor, tell me why it's such a priority for you to be at this event.
Honestly, it's a great opportunity to connect with the kids, to see the best of the best in the country right now. Getting a chance to be here in Philly, where it's been the epicenter for World Cup soccer and all-star games and all sorts of great stuff as far as athletics goes. But to be a part of this with the kids here at Perfect Game has been a lot of fun.
What advice generally have you been able to give these guys so far?
Honestly, it's about not leaving yourself with the question, what if? You know, make sure you check all the boxes off, get your sleep, get your nutrition, know what you kind of need to do for tomorrow's game, things like that. But this brand of baseball and this kid at this age is connected. They got it figured out. The piece that you guys did on the Lombard family yesterday was fantastic, kind of walking you through exactly what the day in the life is leading up to draft day next year. So great job on your part.
Thanks so much, Coach. Set, boys, back up to you.
Thank you very much. Love having the Major League depth chart. We'll walk you through that throughout this game. A lot of great players. We'll meet E40, though. He wears number 40. Ethan Gustas from Roseville, California, Roseville High School. Plays for Jason Kidd's travel team. That Jason Kidd, a great travel ball grower of the sport now. And Tate Caraway's his coach. He's a Vanderbilt commit. And this is a pitcher as he goes to the mound that, well, Junior National, or I should say at National Showcase, told us he'd like to get up to 100. Is he close?
He did a couple weeks ago.
There we go. He reached his goal.
Over in Long Beach. It's overpowering arm speed stuff, fastball slider mostly, but it can really be overpowering.
95 miles an hour out of the gates. Let's meet Deuce Jenkins. Big brother to Jade Jenkins, younger sis, Justin and Anita, his parents. As that one dives down and away, Jenkins, that Mississippi State commitment. Remember, these athletes last year, right? So you head into your junior year. August 1st, you can talk to coaches. That's the first time. And Mississippi State did their work. He called it chaotic, though. 17 calls he gets on August 1st, like midnight. Numerous follow-up. Chose Mississippi State because of Oak, Coach O'Connor, a special human being, the conversations that he had. A midweek visit, playing in a midweek high school game, and Coach O'Connor, your Mississippi State head coach, gets in a car and drives to see you play. Those are the things that help to grow the commitment.
Yeah, and Deuce is absolutely a player worth getting in the car and driving over to see.
Well
He's
said.
big, physical, bat speed, really, really polished.
Squared it up, hit it on a line, but didn't hit it too hard. Hunter, he stayed off the sweet spot of the bat with that one.
Yeah, and right there you saw kind of the quick twitch. You see it when he's throwing, but what's the glove look like? And it looks like he's in command. He still has the balance and the wherewithal to turn and stab this ball right there and collect the first out. But not an easy play for a pitcher that's letting it eat like this, kind of herky-jerky. So good to see that from Gustus.
Gustus chasing straight A's in the classroom his senior year. Matthew and Amy, his parents, as he spins the slider away to Caden Borcherding out of Ackworth, Georgia. Etowah High School, Greg Robinson with that great program, and he is a Clemson University commit. Son of Jason and Jackie. And HP, he gets into his legs in the box.
Oh, yeah. Kind of got some Jeff Bagwell here, but not quite the thighs yet.
Good downward dive on that fastball. It's rolled foul. Yeah, I think it's the polish. Both of you guys, after we had put one inning in the book, started talking about polish. That, you know, especially you've done this game a lot with me, Vinny. You've scouted this for a generation, but there's just so much polish around us this year.
Yeah, from the pitching to the defense, the way these guys play the game. I say as a pass ball goes to the backstop.
That's okay. That's okay. It's allowed to go to the backstop when it's in the upper 90s with arm side run.
Yeah, he was unbelievable, Gustus, at PG National. I texted his travel ball coach, Tate Carroll, and I said, oh, he's just Mick Abel. I got it. 94-97 with a plus slider. We like those guys.
Ooh. I think, Hunter, too, the abundance of velocity at the higher circuit that they deal with, I just, if you're going to go back a half generation, I don't know that hitters could have handled this sort of velocity, but these men do.
Yeah, it's almost like they're accustomed to it, and you're seeing, you know, good approaches to the speed. They're not trying to overpower it. They're nice and quiet. Right there, you saw Borcherding kind of give a little yee because he got one at his hip, and then that one a foul ball. But he can just see what Gustus is unloading to these hitters. But you're right. They all have a beautiful approach. I think the velos have just ticked up across the country in general, and they're having to figure it out at an early age.
Well, Caden catches it. That's a nasty breaking ball missing just off the plate. And a good take. 3 times Borcherding, this hitter, a Select Festival athlete. A couple of times he's been a high school state champion along that journey as an athlete, was a state level football player in the 8th grade. Football no longer part of his day-to-day in the fall. He's getting ready to play for Coach Backage. That breaking ball is rolled to the left side. Vacuumed up on across, sliding over and zipping it on across in time for the out. Sebastian Castillo, the third baseman.
And that's the part of the polish that has, you can almost sense, you can feel the confidence of defense from this class. And not an easy play right there, and just comes in, handles it nice and calm, cool, and collected. For all the velo, and we've seen 2 pitchers touching 97, 98 with extraordinary big league ready changeups on top of it. And you just see the polish from the pitching. You see good at bats, fighting at bats, and great defense. It really is an impressive class all around.
Say hello to Juan Diaz, Miami native. IMG Academy is where he goes to school and plays baseball. That one dives down and in and off the plate. Franklin scout team, BDT. Brandon Williams coaches that scout team. There's a lot of credit to his uncle. Brought the game home to him at 3 years old. You're hearing a lot of 3, 4, and 5 age group when players fell in love with this game. Vinny, this is one I'm not as familiar with, but I know you are. Tell us about it.
Juan Diaz really took a step forward this spring, was one of the more consistent bats for the IMG Academy team. We got 5 IMG Academy guys here this week. Switch hitter with real twitch, ran a 6.1 at PG National, so can run all over the park. Reminds me a little bit of Edwin Arroyo from Puerto Rico, out of I believe went in the first or the comp round or the second round a couple years ago.
Plays for my Reds, I know.
Left-handed hitter, but really, really fun player, Juan.
A 6'1"?
6'1",
Woo, this guy can fly.
Wags that bat. He's on top of the plate. Changed up on him, and down he goes. Mr. Gustas, that was another clean inning. So far, the pitchers are telling the story. The hitters, they're just reading the book.
We are back at the Perfect Game All-American Game, and I'm here with another MLB alumni and a coach today, Ryan Klesko. Coach Klesko, tell me your favorite parts about being at this event so far.
I just tell you what, how much fun these kids are having. There's so much pressure going into the year. We've got a lot of future first-round picks. Guys are going to big-time colleges. Come out here and have some fun. We've had great years. Just go out here and have fun. And these guys have played each other since, a lot of these guys since they're 10, 11, 12 years old. I've coached some of these guys at 11 and 12U Select Fest years and years ago. To see the progression, to see the crazy arms, you know, guys getting close to 100 miles an hour at 17, 18 years old is amazing.
What kind of advice are you giving your hitters going up against these extraordinary arms, trying to get some offense rolling here?
Hey, listen, this velo and the pitchers are obviously going to win a lot more at this level. Is to be on time, be short and quick with your swing, because a lot of these guys are 92 to 100.
Thanks, Coach. Boys, back to you.
And another big arm is taking the center stage. Florida commit Leon Doherty, the 11th ranked right-handed pitcher in the nation and the #1 right-handed pitcher in Tennessee. Team Elite is his travel team. And Vinny, why is he here?
He's here because it's big-time stuff. You know, can be effectively wild. Battled through a little bit of the command inconsistencies earlier in the year. Goes to PG National, 94-97 with 66% strikes and a 3,000 spin slider.
Jack Leeper is his foe. Jack is at St. Francis, Menlo Park, California. A good Alpha Prime travel team, Coach Eric Weigel. And Jack is a Stanford commit. Son of Nick and Cindy, and the big brother of Tommy, younger brother, 15 years old. That one chopped to the left side. Played on a backhand, zipped across. Nice work around the bag. That throw a little bit off the mark by Jackson Tucker. But Blake Lundy, the little things you notice, Hunter, when you see a first baseman make this decision.
Yeah, he sees the throw up the line, knows that he's got to get in front, gets himself in a bit of a safe place. A tough tag right there, but that's good hand-eye to pick up the out.
And like you said, Hunter, the defense and the polish has been really impressive. A lot of these guys don't necessarily play these positions. Lundy's a primary catcher. Tucker's a primary shortstop. They play these positions all summer, but in the all-star game setting, we got to fill all 9 spots.
Hey, Utah's represented. Meet Cooper Goff. Mountain Ridge High School, Harriman, Utah. Plays for Wow Factor National, that Blue Jays scout team, and he is committed to go to TCU. Son of Mike and Cammie. Breaking ball dives down a low, good tight slider there. First team All-Stater in Utah. Broke the all-time home run record at his high school. Vinny, I love you guys have Utah here.
Yeah, and Cooper's an in-game hitter. I talked to him after he took BP this morning. I'm like, I know you're not going to hit bombs in BP because you save all your bombs for in-game action. like he did at the scrimmage the other day, where he took 104 exit velocity to the second deck in right field.
Just off the plate outside. Good take, 3-1.
I feel like Goff is so strong, you could just see it in his body language. It looks like he can unleash the fury.
Three and two the count. And sailed right up under the hands. Doherty 92 miles an hour that time. As the Vin man told you, he's been up to 97 at PG events. Touched that number at Perfect Games National Showcase. High fly ball center field. Pretty well struck. Drifting back. Well struck. To the track it goes. Deuce is out there. Deuce pulls it in, and a nice job. That ball kept going and going and going as Brogan Witcher is shining under our Yeti spotlight. Let's take a look at the Yeti player spotlight. Yeti, built for the wild. Vinny, our home run challenge champion yesterday. Hunter and I weren't able to be there. How did he do it? Tell us about that.
He was hitting laser beams all over the park. He was going out to center field, which is not something you typically see at an event like this. He can really do whatever he wants on a baseball field. He's so talented. He's so skilled. Oh, and by the way, Darren, he's one of the youngest players in the class because he was originally a 2028 who reclassed up.
He's from Bakersfield, California, Liberty High School. How about two Liberty High School guys, two Bakersfield guys, same team, catchers, like just it's very unique.
Very unique, and it's actually interesting. We have 9 catchers here between both teams. You know, guys who pitch, guys who play first base, do a little bit of everything, but the catching class for this 2027 class is very strong.
That's good stuff. World champion so many times, Joe Girardi, as a player and a manager. And managing in that West dugout. Northwestern grad, Joe Girardi. We got a chance to talk about growing up. All the touch and feel that goes in with these athletes at a young age. Witcher, the son of Janae and Josh. Grace is his older sis. And he loves JT Real Muto. Now think about that. That's his favorite player. He's learned a lot as he goes down this time on strikes. But he's in the same batter's box where JT does his work. That's where things come together. This is the other place, Mr. Doherty, where things come together very nicely. Yikes.
Every great team has the right people behind them. Higginbotham is here to be that for you. The right support changes everything, on the field and off it. With the right insurance coverage protecting your business, your employees, your finances, and your family, you can stay focused on what matters most. Scan the code, and we'll get to work.
The 2026 Perfect Game All-American Classic is brought to you by Rawlings, the official bat of the Dick's Perfect Game All-American Classic. By Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. And by Yeti, built for the wild. So many great moments yesterday. I love the gear. I mean, the gear is just next level this year that these gentlemen are wearing at the 23rd Perfect Game All-American Classic. 350 MLB alum, 350. All right, here's a fun one. His name is Andrew Carlson. Drewski is his nickname. He's from Santa Clarita, California. Trinity Classical Academy. Plays for Michael Garcia Parra. That's Nomar's brother. He runs GBG National, a great baseball program, and he is committed to go to TCU. I'm excited to watch this one.
Big physical righty, Andrew Carlson. He'll be in the mid-90s with a fastball, show a power slider too. Another guy who comes right at headers.
Table for one, and Mr. Gladchuck sits down at that table and goes to work against the velo. From Aledo, Texas. Plays for that Jason Kidd select team. He is a Texas commit. He's right on top of the plate as he takes a good running fastball that splits the plate. 1-1 the count.
Yeah, that's a good statement right there. He gets his nose in there. You can see right away. Hyper focus with the eyes.
My goodness, I love that we have a tight center camera. Hunter, that was a lot right there, that shot.
It just shows you that intensity.
That's an intense shot.
This is, and it's tough for these kids, man. You show the courage. It reminds me a little Luis Ariz, where you get your weight over the plate.
Spoils that pitch away. You guys have already educated us a ton about, and Mark Grace used to talk about this, my old broadcast partner. Nobody ever talks about spoiling the good pitch to get the hit later on at the at-bat. We all forget and we move on. You guys have been telling our viewers, if you're just joining us, how much you already see for these young hitters at this age group. That's twice in a row, Hunter, he's done it.
Yeah, he's battling off a lot, and this is kind of that quiet approach and that short. You got to be short with all the velo and the nasty off speed a lot of these guys are featuring, but really the courage to get his weight in there, stay on it. This is a tough, good at bat, regardless of the outcome.
The right-hander Carlson on 1-2. He fouls off another one. So the evolution, those eyes that we just talked about. He said, this year I've grown in my greatest off-the-field challenge, which was my emotions. I'm a super competitive guy off the field as well. Hate to lose, but I've learned that whatever happens, happens. There's nothing you can do about the past. My faith has helped. And he said, that's the biggest challenge I've overcome, as he puts a massive at bat on him. It's those eyes, Hunter, that he talks about. Earlier in his journey, they were a little bit more his enemy, that competitiveness. He's really used it as his friend now.
And that's beautiful. A lot of these kids, they're so far advanced on the mental side of the game and learning the lessons that the game continues to teach you. It's a challenging game.
To the right side, tip of the cap for that at bat. He threw him a changeup. Carlson hung in there and won it, but boy, he Luke Gladchuck. We remember that one.
Yeah, and we're looking, when we're talking from a scouting lens, what, the hundreds of pro scouts that are here today are looking for. They're looking for traits, right? And like Hunter said, regardless of the outcome of the at-bat, he showed you the traits there. The ability to fight balls off, the ability to take those tough off-speed pitches and live to fight another day and really extend at-bats.
Puyallup, Washington is the home of Max Hemingway. He's at IMG Academy, so he's a long ways from home. As feels like Seattle and the city of Puyallup. We've mentioned it for the last couple of years with great players. Hemingway is one of them. His dad is Greg. His mom is Nikayla. And he makes it very clear. There's a guy that I'm learning from that I watch a lot. I watched him through high school. I watched him play perfect game, and now he's in the big leagues. Hemingway says, I learn a ton, Hunter, from Connor Griffin.
Well, that's an impressive comp. He's a young player.
I think what I love about that, HP, is the concept of this new generation. They watch each other even when it's high schooler watching high schooler.
Yeah, they're watching him in the minors most of the way. He's had a good stint in the majors, but baseball's #1 overall prospect for the last 2 years.
Into the catcher's mitt it goes. Electric rears back. Upper 90s, 96 miles an hour. That's strike 3.
And just a ridiculous sequence. You start him off with the changeup and the off speed, and then he gets 2 strikes, and then you give him the heater in. That's a veteran sequence right there, and the confidence of the command to get ahead with the off speed and then blow it by you late.
Finian O'Loughlin, the pride of Jersey City, New Jersey, Del Barton School. Plays for Jeff Petty and the Canes. And he is committed to go to Alabama. Go play for the Alabama Crimson Tide. The son of Chris and Colleen. We saw him through the years. He was a 14U Select Festival athlete. He was a PG All-Star last year in San Diego. Splits the plate, 1-1 the count with a breaking ball that time. Two balls and 1 strike the count. Carlson choosing TCU for multiple reasons, loving the state of Texas overall. The coaching staff said he and his family were treated with a ton of respect as the count is 2-2. Carlson, his guy, this won't surprise you. If somebody likes Connor Griffin and you're a pitcher out there, you like Paul Skeens, and that's who he likes. Big-bodied, hard thrower, who, by the way, came to Perfect Game National, Paul Skeens, as a catcher back in 2019, and that is strike 3. Another strong inning. Andrew Carlson stepping up at the Perfect Game All-American Classic, making Santa Clarita, California proud.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
Glad to have you back at the yard. Here's a look at our Launch Hydrate stat of the game. Launch Hydrate. Win the moment. And the stat, Vinny, strikeouts. They're stacking up. We've got a dozen eggs for our breakfast this morning. We got a dozen Ks already.
Power pitchers showing their power stuff. Still waiting for our first hit of the ball game. But the pitchers have certainly been showing out early in this one.
Fastballs, changeups, upper 90s, good command of secondary pitches. Some great battles from some hitters. And another talented arm. You're going to tell us why he's here. I'll tell people first. He's from Union County High School in Liberty, Indiana. He is a West Virginia University commit. Boy, talk about a program with some momentum right now at West Virginia and what they have going on there. He's the son of Brian and Amanda. Cole Cheatham takes the rock. Number 2 on the jersey, Cole.
It's a 4-pitch mix for Cheatham. We'll get it up to 97, 98. Flirted with triple digits, slider, cutter, changeup. A lot of ways to attack guys that can really go right after him.
Yeah, he was a Tri-Eastern Conference All-Academic Team Varsity Offensive Player of the Year this year. Cheatham with a 3.74 GPA in the classroom. Volunteers at baseball camps in his community. He's teamed up with Sam's Hack Shack and Dick's Sporting Goods, giving each kid a new bat. So he literally doing that philanthropic work on his own and doing the heavy lift. So we'll see him lift the baseball now and go to work against an interesting player. I mean, just like, talk about, if this doesn't scream baseball prospect, I don't know what else you say about Jake Turner. There's just so much to like. He's from Centennial High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. He can throw it hard on the mound, plays for Wow Factor, and Jake Turner just a really special player. He waited a minute for this commitment to TCU, didn't he?
I believe so. TCU does a really nice job, kind of like we've seen guys like Cooper Goff. They do a nice job of that Four Corners West Coast area.
Rihanna had to leave the field. She was singing a little bit later there. But she's back in the dugout now. And we go to work. Well, look at the life on that one as that dives down and away. 1-0 the count. 97. Hello there, Mr. Cheatham.
97 with some late life. You heard the pop of the catcher's mitt on that one. Not a strike, but coming in hot.
2-0 the count to Turner, the son of Shelly and Michael Turner. Jake Turner loves Corey Seager. There's a big-bodied left-handed hitter. That's a good one to watch. He said he's taught me when I play the game of baseball, simpler is better. So I keep my eyes on Corey Seager.
You can see a little Corey Seager in his stance. The hand's not quite there, but just the body positioning, the front leg kick. little Corey Seager action there.
I feel like unfairly putting a little pressure on Jake here, but the guy who's reminded me of all year is Jack Caglione.
Ooh, I can see
Two-way
that
prospect, big power from the left side, big velocity on the mound. A guy in high school, Caglione, kind of like Jake, the big bodied, still figuring out how to put consistent at-bats together, but if you figure it out, then wow, you got a really good player.
You come to an All-American Classic, by the way, 3-0 green light, thank you very much. He took a hack a moment ago. 3-2 now. Turner in the classroom, a 4.3 GPA, and when he was younger, there wasn't a sport he didn't play. Like, he has played every sport you can imagine as he flips that one foul. Just to name a few, tennis and soccer, of course baseball and football and basketball, all part of what he did as a young man.
You talk about spoilers right there. Gets the 3-2, and you can see he took a little bit off, a little two-strike approach, which you love to see. See him get a little lower, a little quieter, tone down the swing. Not as big of a hack, not the Jack Caglione monster hack, Mauler hack. Fighting in here.
Earned himself a walk. He will hustle down. Look like a little cross-up going on there.
Hey, and that shows you something. He's the awareness, the two-strike approach, the spoiler, gets himself on base. Second base runner of the game, and he sees that get away and watch him. He's like, maybe I can get two right here. Apply some pressure. You love to see that, Darren.
Sebastian Castillo is home in Justin, Texas. Byron Nelson High School coach Greg Garcia coaches him. He plays for the Franklin Scout team. Son of Juan and Karen. Good looking fastball dots the outside corner. This past year he was the 6A level in the state of Texas, first team all-state shortstop. When won the count. Little sinker up in the zone. The bat goes flying.
And a lot of good hitters will lose the bat. You want to have a nice soft grip. Heads up in the dugout over here. This is a dangerous helicopter. Find her.
Look at Jeremy Brown being an athlete over there.
While he's snacking, by the way, if you noticed that.
That's not surprising either.
Just snacks. That could be
Catching
his new
strays
nickname.
out here. He's getting helicopters thrown at him. Snack attacks.
Cheatham shook off a slider. It's going to throw the four-seam fastball, and he does, and it's popped foul off to the right side.
Castillo made that nice play at third base earlier today, moving to his left. You're talking about a true left side of the infield defender, and one that hits at such a high rate that he's going to be able to be a consistent presence in a lineup moving forward.
He's jumped ahead 0-2. Turner is at first. Got on the side of that slider, and it misses outside. Sebastian Castillo, who inspires him, he says his father. Comes home from work tired. Gives me and my brother the best attitude. Time to practice with us. He exemplifies, in his words, God's character. Shown what it is and what it is to be a dad, and I hope I'm as good of a dad someday. Those are his words about his dad as he gets to play in a game like this. That's a common story, whether the father or the mom have white-collar, blue-collar jobs, full-time parents. These players, as they've gotten to this age, have noticed, man, my parents gave up a lot for me to be here.
Yeah, and you don't walk this path alone, and it's awesome to hear them give credit to the parents that sacrificed for them.
That one stays up. Hey, tell us really quickly, Dario Carrion's catching. He's one of your top guys. He's from Puerto Rico. Tell us about him, Carrion, as a defender.
some of the best catch and throw in the entire class. You're talking about a guy who could pop like 1-8 times. Really, really good, strong arm, obviously, behind the plate. And you see the defensive ability here, kind of set it up on the outside for Cheatham, both at bat so far.
I like the eyes. He's watching the base runner as he's going about his business as well. But really, Sebastian Castillo might be putting up the most impressive at bat we have seen all day. Like, I love his rhythm, his timing. He's in sync. Everything is very smooth. It's a clean, aligned. Everything is connected with his path. Obviously, get some pine tar on the bat. He might have lost, losing the grip. But really, this has been just this whole at bat in particular. He is right in rhythm with everything, swinging at strikes, taking balls. The passes are dangerous, and it is smooth. Very, very impressed.
Has family ties through mom to Roberto Clemente. Mom related through the family tree to the legend. And he actually looks back and he says, when I learned that already, it made me want to start playing. And the more I played, the more I fell in love with it. Now it's taught me so many life lessons regarding how to respond when things don't go well. But again, a family tie that's really unique to Roberto Clemente.
This is such a hitterish hit.
Oh boy, Hunter, are you kidding me?
That is a disgusting pitch.
Hitterish is the perfect word to describe Sebastian Castillo. And so, to your point about the generosity, the first base is the hardest position to fill sometimes in games like this, the All-Star game, right? Everybody's a shortstop, everybody's a center fielder. Sebastian's like, we need to find a first base inning or two here in the game. Sebastian's like, yeah, I'll play first. I don't have a first base bit. Someone can lend me one, I'll play first.
I love that.
He'll play all over the diamond, just loves to be on the field. What an at-bat.
He commanded that entire at-bat. 10-pitch at-bat, works a walk. Healthy, dangerous foul balls on tough pitches from 0-2 to ball 4. And honestly, the first pitch was a tough strike.
So scout up this next hitter, please. He's going to get a chance to hit. We already saw him pitch. Tell us about him, please.
Well, I can't get him out in wiffle ball on the beach, I'll tell you that. He's got crazy hand-eye. I could say there's some similarities to me. It looks a little bit awkward, but he's just got crazy hand-eye coordination. He hits every day. And, check it out for yourself.
Striker Pence. Uncle Hunter calling the game up here with us.
We had obviously we have some internal discussions when we're sitting here talking about players, that. At some point over the summer, someone was like, oh yeah, funky swing from a guy with the last name Pence. That's never worked before.
But he can hit, and I've watched it. He's got a lot of power as well, but he's got a good eye. Disciplined at the plate, doesn't chase very much. And he can catch up to some velo too.
Yeah, when he fires on time, that ball goes a long, long way.
And here's a look. He started this game, catches the corner right there, and now they joke about it. His nickname, Darren, Strytani.
He drives that one to center field. On the move! The base paths are flying on around. Striker is right behind them. 1 and 2 come on down. That's the first knock of the game. And Striker, Strytani as you call him, gets it done with a screaming double to center field. 2-0 West.
Stry the guy, man. He just has bat-the-ball skills, and he absolutely ropes this one for the first hit of the game, an extra base hit. He's dreamed of this moment for so many years. He's come since he was a little rugrat, and he's got to be feeling good. He has waited for this moment a long time. That gives me chills, guys.
I figured it would. What a moment.
103 off the bat for that one.
Okay, here's another favorite who has had an explosive summer with the bat. Love getting to know Jalen Jacob. He's from Maple, Ontario in Canada. St. Joan of Arc, plays for the Ontario Blue Jays. Chantel is his mom. Angus is his dad. And if you're the #1 player in Ontario with the way talent is dispersed, you're the #1 player in Canada. So he essentially is the #1 player north of the border according to your rankings.
Being on the field yesterday too for the home run derby, just kind of talking to guys pregame, how we feeling, who you think, how do you feel about it, who do you think is going to be win the home run derby. The two most popular answers, Jalen Jacob or myself, as in I'm confident I'm going to win it today. But Jacob was by far the most popular answer.
They came on the attack with him, and down he goes on strikes. He's going to go down swinging. He's aggressive, a great family, a great passion for the game. Obviously loves Vlad Jr., is a massive Blue Jays fan, has been able to play for the Canadian junior national team. Matter of fact, if you want to hear a promo and hang around on MLB Network Radio tonight on SiriusXM, I had a 15-minute in-depth conversation with him on our Perfect Game radio show, so give it a listen after all the MLB action ends tonight. They call that a promo in the biz as Isaiah Snavely digs in. Slightly open stance as that one zips high and up and out of the zone.
Cheatham figured it out a little bit here too. Obviously, I think getting that first pitch swing and the striker at bat helps a little bit. Then goes 3 pitches to Jalen Jacob. Just 2 long at bats to start the inning, but he's starting to get that fastball in the zone and try to start to execute here a little better.
Fort Wayne, Indiana's very own, as the count evens up at 1-1. Isaiah Snavely, Indiana Bulls national travel team. Coach Quinn Moore, really good coach, good program, love that program. Christian and Kristen are his parents. And he's a fan of the game. Like, he doesn't just love watching or hopping on social media and consuming baseball. He likes watching games. And if I may expound, this hitter says, I love watching it because I enjoy seeing the tiny little things that most people miss. I love being a student of the game, adapting by visually learning from games I'm watching. Like, I'll even go to a local minor league game and see where the shortstop, what he does, creates the routine between pitches. Little things like that, I've been doing it as long as I can remember. Oh, back pick. Striker back in sliding. I think we categorize younger people and put them in a bucket. Maybe we make a mistake that the only way they consume media and content is quickly, right? I think there still is a place for a lot of young people, Hunter, that watch the game.
And that really piques my interest because, reading the Dusty Baker book and what he was taught from Hank Aaron and what he teaches. Dusty Baker made the playoffs every year, and he always preached, watch the game, and you can see it in this kid's eyes, the focus.
Good jump at the plate with a fastball.
And that's beautiful. Carry right there to the fastball, ride the top of the zone, and just really settling in, as you mentioned here, after he gives up the runs, how do you respond? But a little bit back to kind of what Snavely, you love to hear about that because that's how you learn the game. This is a tough pitch, a tough at bat, but guys that are curious, that want to learn more, that are obsessed with getting a little bit better, that's someone you want to bank on and something exciting to follow up with.
Koa Romero, who hit a home run at Perfect Games National Showcase from Des Allemands in Louisiana, Hanville High School, and an LSU commit. Alexandre and Lindsay, his parents. Madden, younger sis, is 15 years old. As that one is up and away. Hannah Jo, what do you have for us on Koa?
Koa obviously super strong. You can tell that just by looking at him. He started doing CrossFit with his dad just for fun when he was 10 years old. Now he does frequent full body workouts almost every time he workouts, not during baseball season, but to quote him, he said, when baseball's not in season, I am killing my body. That work is on display for us today, guys.
I know you like that, HP.
You got to get after it. The weight room shows up on the field, and interesting that he doesn't want to do it during baseball season at all. Obviously, you want to work out the mind, the body, but also the mobility.
So if I may, here's one of those little moments that's unique. The hitter he loves watching, he's standing in the same box where the hitter he loves watching stands and earns a very good living. He loves Kyle Schwarber. And his direct quote is, I try to mimic my swing to his. I learned from him how to have better plate discipline. Dude, that's the box that he works in.
That's incredible. It's got to feel good for young Romero to be in the bank where the Schwarbombs go.
Did you love playing here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's such a fun ballpark, an electric atmosphere. There's no better sports city with passionate fans that genuinely care. If you're a pro and you want to be the best in the world at something, and you want the challenge, there's no better place than Philadelphia, because they love it, they care, they bring passion, and it was a special time.
This young man, an all-state competitor this year. Fastball outside corner, that's strike three. 96 miles an hour over the black of the plate. He pieced it all together. But before those 3 strikeouts, the man with a ton on the mound puts a bat in his hands. Two-way player, question mark? No, exclamation point.
One who could have went pro in like every sport.
What an amazing event this has been through the years. Since its inception, the major leaguers that have come through, 350, the first round picks, 325, the rookies of the year, the heavily awarded athletes, and again, the brotherhood of young players playing at the highest level, and they stay connected. You know, it's funny, you can go back far enough to where I had an in-depth conversation, memorable, with Freddie Freeman this year, who will never forget being a perfect game All-American, and he takes it a step further. I remember going to PG National, says Freddie Freeman. It's the first time that people like Skillshow put a microphone in my hand and had me address a camera. It was wonderful to learn to do everything, and that's, you know, for a guy like Freeman to look back, let alone a brand newbie like a Connor Griffin who just got there. This game now has some serious depth to it.
Yeah, it's just kind of completely changed over the last 20 years, and for as much as it changed, it also hasn't, right? We still got the top 60 guys here in the country, all trying to show what they can do on the field.
Kyler Message is first. He leads this thing off.
And Kyler Message is a kid that I'm familiar with because his dad is the pitching coach of the Giants. Two-way player. And he is as strong as a brick.
Jose Partida is the pitcher, the ASU commit. Talk about strength, Hunter. He drives that one all the way to the warning track the other way. And a nice play out there in center field. First step was the key for Sebastian Wilson.
Well, the sushi can fly, not only swim, and he goes and gets that one to steal a hit from young Kyler Message. But nice swing from Message right there, and take a look at this foot speed. Get under it. That's covering some ground out in center field.
Little IMG on IMG crime there.
Absolutely.
High school teammates.
How could you?
We were just talking about the talented Dariel Carry-On when he was working behind the plate. And such a breath of fresh air with his energy. A guy that has a strong presence already in kind of the NIL world as a face that people have seen. Hey, quick, tell us about Jose Partida. He's a Willie Bloomquist ASU commit. Tell us about him.
Partida will be mostly 90, 93. Maybe touch a little higher than that. Sliders a solid pitch. Changeup, his bread and butter.
14U Select Festival athlete, the #2 left-handed pitcher in the country. Played in the 14U Select Fest back in 2023. Plays for Stacked Baseball. Coach Duarte running that program. They do a great job, and he's at Cathedral Catholic down in the San Diego area. And a junior national, Partita hopped in there and ran the 60, so a pitcher running the 60 ran a 6.9, so there's some athlete there as Carrion drives that one to center field. Up over the shoulder, it's run down. Two great plays this inning, Mr. Wilson.
And this is one of the toughest plays for a center fielder to make. We saw him go, lateral, but right over his head. This ball is absolutely scorched. And Wilson able to get back there and run that one down, showing off some good defensive glove work out there in center.
Roosevelt, Morris the fourth. Mac Morris flying up the line, and that one turned into an out by Dylan Seward. The pride of Taylor, South Carolina. Mac Morris out number 3.
Bro, I'm telling you, this glove is the truth. This is what he won the gold glove with.
Are you talking about that guy then? The one that's good at everything?
The one who could have went pro in like every sport.
Every sport?
Every sport.
One of the craziest part I heard is that he chose baseball and he moves like a point guard on the diamond. Nah, bro, be for real for a second.
World Series champion and MVP.
And he's one of the shortest on the team?
Exactly.
That's crazy. How does he do all of that?
That's what makes him a legend. Whoa!
What's up, boys? You guys got room for a few more?
Yeah. Bring it in. Hurry. It's Mookie Betts.
Legend on 3, legend on 3. 1, 2, 3. Legend!
The Perfect Game All-American Classic, and what a wonderful place to celebrate the sport. My color analyst Hunter Pence understanding the depth when you hang out with Phillies fans. They know about Jimmy, they know about Harp, who dedicated, but they know about Carlton and Rose and Boone, who played here historically in the 70s. And they love our honorary chairman, Charlie Manuel, a ton here in this city still, as Isaac Vidal goes to work. The right-hander, the Miami commit. He is at Miami Southridge High School, USA Prime National Team. He's the number 6 right-handed pitcher in the land. And Vinny, along the way, you guys have seen him quite a bit, including at the National Showcase, 95 miles an hour at that event.
Yeah, he came out. It was really a jolt when he entered the game at the National Showcase that day. 92-95, power slider, physical right-handed pitcher, kind of how you draw it up when you're looking at a physical high school righty.
Kind of has some Kenley Jansen vibes to him a little bit. Master of the cutter, big fella. He's got the big power slider.
Stephen Bobo. He's played center already in this game. We'll go out and play other corner outfield positions as well. Stevens from Shelbyville, Tennessee, is at Shelbyville Central High School, is a Vanderbilt commit. Cynthia and Todd, his parents. And Bobo, like a lot of his young colleagues, loves watching another man with the 4-letter name, Witt. And Bobby Witt, who was playing in this game, what feels like yesterday, has proven to be quite a lighthouse for a lot of these athletes. Hannah Jo, what else do you have for us on Stephen Bobo?
The second most important sport to these guys that I've learned is ping pong. Okay, so they play a lot of ping pong in the Players Lounge, and Stephen Bobo is the undefeated champion of ping pong. He got a table in his house for Christmas when he was 12. He said the only people that can beat him are his brothers and his cousins, but nobody else.
Love that good stuff. Hunter, ping pong thoughts?
I'm going to have to see him on the ping pong table. I need a chance at the title. Love me some ping pong play, but that you can see the fast hands.
Players Lounge, go take him on.
I will, but you can see the fast hands. And ping pong is a cognitive function. It really gets you good hand-eye for kind of the no think and trust, because the ball is coming faster. They say a thinking mind is a heavy bat, and I used to train ping pong in between, rounds in the cage to try to work on that trust of the cognitive function. You see that right there? That's a ping pong player right there, finding a way to get the barrel to the ball on a nasty pitch. Spoiler, baby.
Could not agree more, Hunter. It's exactly how I like my hitters. Instinctual.
Big brother William plays college football at Austin Peay. They are very close. Has somebody out front of him doing the college thing, the college sports thing already. And he said, not only do I cheer for him, I talk to him. We talk every single day. I've learned a lot about college life from my brother. Look at him.
There's another very impressive at bat from the West. We saw Sebastian Castillo work the walk. Stephen Bobo now having one of those lengthy at bats.
The 2-2. Just in and off the plate, 3-2 the count. Now, Stephen, football was a big part of his deal up until this past year. He finally is going to stop heading into his senior year. He said, I'm going to be in the weight room a lot, getting ready with my baseball teammates. He's going to miss it, though. Loved playing football.
What a battle here between him and Vidal.
Yeah, Vidal's been mostly 92, 95. Fastball changeup this at bat to Bobo. He's obviously taken a ton of good at bats to spoil some tough pitches.
Ouch. Off those good looking spikes.
Well, he's a football player, so that one was, he rocketed that one off the leg. The baseball can get you, man. That is very painful. You'll feel that one for at least a month. Yikes. He's able to shake it off.
It's like, I'm definitely not getting back on the gridiron now.
And if you're a pitcher, you got to go right back in there.
Bobo, by the way, can pitch. He can hop up on the mound. He'll help his high school team as a pitcher, certainly. If he does make it to college and goes to Vandy, doesn't sign professionally, this is probably a guy that, will be used as a pitcher at the college level as well. 2-2 fastball, unfair inside corner. Vidal with just enough, Hunter, arm side run.
And he does just that. He comes right back in and maybe gets the benefit. That's some good late life to come back, and a perfect pitch. Nothing you can do with that. Hang with him.
And like you said, got to go right back, attack him inside. That's just unfair to Bobo.
The last pitch, 95 miles an hour. Say hello to Joe Mendozona Jr. from Monmouth, Oregon. Central High School coach Kramer. Hello, Coach Kramer. That's his high school coach. As that changeup dives down and away. Joe's a TCU commit, the son of Claudine and Joe. Mike Trout's his guy. Loves watching Trout play. The hustle, the extra effort, the adversity he's gone through the last couple of years, all of it has been noticed by Mendozona. I love hearing who players love. That's one of my favorite parts of this job.
Yeah, I appreciate the commitment to finding that out, because I love learning it as well, and you see it in a lot of their games.
There are guys that lead the pack, that's for sure. Mike Trout's certainly one of those guys. Mookie Betts is often mentioned as a player that people like.
Bobby Witt Jr. is getting a lot of calls.
A ton.
It's a good one to follow, because man, does he play the game well, and it's exciting. Does everything right. Super fast, super power.
Catchers love the guy who catches here. They talk a lot about JT. They definitely talk a lot about him, as that one misses low and inside. Ball for the Mike Trout fan. Draws a walk. Does a nice job, Mendozona. But I'm telling you, Mr. Molina, Yachty, still kind of holds on to the heart of young catchers. I mean, they mention him a ton. He's definitely the leader in the clubhouse of the guy that gets mentioned.
And rightfully so. One of the best catchers to ever do it. What, 3-time World Series champion?
Yes, sir. Big Bill Weber. William Weber from Fairview, Tennessee. Knight Academy. University of Virginia commit. His love of baseball trends back to 6 years old. T-ball. He said, I remember having a blast. It was just a great time. Now the game's become more real for me through the years, but I would say I've never lost the idea of having fun. Fell in love and T-ball when he was 6 years old. Now look at him. He's way past T-ball as some of the youngsters gather around. That's the funny thing about these young people that play perfect game events, or those that are, that looks like 11, 12, 13U. They follow these players, and I don't mean big leaguers. These players they follow. PG players.
Precisely right. We the different age groups, they all interact with each other. They all know who the top guys are. They all know who the famous guys are, and they share wisdom. We had our 11 and 12U Select Festival a couple weekends ago, and over at East Cobb, players this age group, and we had some of the older kids, the local Georgia guys, come down. Guys like Caden Borcherding was there, Perfect Game All-Star Leo Garcia was down there, Dexter McLeon, and just kind of passing that wisdom down to the next generation.
Breaking ball has him leak out front. It's Sky to the right side. Blake Lundy, the first baseman, makes the play. Good communication amongst one another. 2 outs in the inning. It's a pretty successful hitter, Weber. He played in Perfect Game's World Wood Bat Association World Championship in Jupiter, Florida last fall. And he played up a year and hit .720 with 3 homers. Boom, the recruiting went nuts at that point. They got him that time. Here's Broder Kaki. Big personality, big baseball player. Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, one of my favorite places in the country. USA Prime, his travel team. And Broder, a catcher, is a Vanderbilt commit.
Give you an idea of that USA Prime team, kind of the #1 ranked travel team for the last couple of years at this age group. I believe it's 11 guys that are here from the USA Prime team. Broder hits like 9th on that team. And he's really good. He's one of the top 60 players here.
So you're saying they're stacked.
Parents are Josh and Adrian. Tito is his younger brother. Theodore and Henry is his 15-year-old younger brother as well. A couple of younger brothers. He visited Texas A&M, then Virginia, and then Vanderbilt. He said all great coaching staffs, all great campuses. But I was drawn, simply put, to Coach Corbin's leadership style. I know, Hunter, we love talking to Coach Corbin.
Coach Corbin, made of the highest fibers and just one of the greatest baseball leaders and coaches in the business, and just a beautiful human that you are going to learn the right way to play the game, and you're going to have every opportunity to get better under Tim Corbin.
2-2 lines that one to right field. Well struck. Diving play! The hat comes off, but the ball didn't pop free. Luke Gladchuk, wow!
And this is as good a play as you're going to see. I thought to the naked eye he had no chance to get to this. What a beautiful swing right there from Weber. But this is a robbery at the bank.
Welcome back to the All-American Classic here at Citizens Bank Park. Luke Gladchuk just made that diving play in left field, excuse me. Tell me what you were seeing as the ball was struck. What were you thinking? Did you think you could get there?
I immediately off the bat, I thought I could get there, but I thought it might fade off and curve out of my way. So I just laid out, and it was in my glove, thank God. So.
What ran through your mind when you heard your teammates cheering for you back in the dugout?
I just knew I caught it because I didn't even look at my glove yet. So when I heard them, I was like, oh my goodness.
Well, congrats, Luke. That was a great play.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, boys, back up to you.
Yeah, good stuff. really fun moment as Quinn Fitzpatrick hops up on the bump. He's out of Houston, Texas, Stratford High School and LSU commit. He set his goals this year as he heads into 26-27 school year. Simple. Quinn wants to work out, eat right, sleep a lot, be competitive, and be a good teammate, which I hope will prepare me for a position in the 2027 MLB draft. Pretty simple, his goals. A unique individual. He was given an award last night, overcoming adversity, and he is a type 1 diabetic, so he works through that. But there are a lot of good ones in the big leagues. Mason Miller's had to win that battle and go through it. Why has Quinn caught your attention through the years?
It's a really, really good fastball. It'll be 91, 95. It's got really good shape. The changeup, like I've said a number of times today, it's pretty good to those lefties, and the slider also has good solid shape to it.
Well, I love what his goals are, is to control the controllables. I'm going to get my nutrition in. I'm going to put my work in. I'm going to get my sleep. That's discipline.
Brew Milner drives it deep left field. He leaves the yard. Brewing up a long ball. The man out of Tallahassee, Alabama, makes him smile in the South. He homered at National. He's now homered at the All-American Classic.
Well, this was a curveball, and Milner, the tank, sends a tank out to left. A no-doubter. Boom! Goes the dynamite. But that did not fool Milner. He sat on it and waited back. And to see a high school hitter, Vinny, take a breaking ball and hit a homer and not be out front, that's impressive.
Super impressive. And Brew has done that his whole career. We saw it all summer, like Sut mentioned. He went on the concourse at Marlins Park at PG National. He was, and he, you know what, during the Derby, Darren, he was absolutely locked in. Hitting home runs is something that he does really well, and he knows he does really well.
He's such a great kid as Caden Dawson hops in, very understated. Tallahassee, a wonderful place, not too far from Auburn, which is not too far from Montgomery if you've ever been to Alabama. And, you know, the Tallahassee High School star, but you dig your way out of a smaller town like that, and you get these opportunities, and they're not by accident. And by the way, if you're in line to be a catcher soon at Georgia Tech, you're special as well.
Had some pretty good ones come through there, especially recently.
Caden Dawson is from Marietta as he takes on the outside corner 2-2. He is a Tennessee commit, Caden. Joe and Kat Dawson got a chance to spend time with his family quite a bit last night. Great people. Cody, Casey, Carter, his siblings. As he spoils that one right off the dugout.
I'm going to give you a scouting report I just saw. He just took a pitch that was probably not a strike, and his body language didn't falter at all. He didn't complain about it. He got back in the box. He's like, you know what? I'm going to trust my hands. He just showed me some character right there.
2-2. He takes high, 3-2 the count. Here's that thing again, that tie that binds. Bryce Harper is his inspiration as a baseball player. Bryce stands in the same box.
I was going to say, we hadn't brought up Harper, and it's already the 6th inning.
Here he is. Grounded out towards short. Did he stick on the bag? No, came off the bag.
That's a good effort right there.
Gave it a try. Parker Lee off the shortstop, just a little bit wide of first base.
But I like Romero. He gave it everything he had, but you still have to catch this ball, keep the double play in order. Not able to get the foot on the bag, but at least keeps him in first place and has an opportunity for a double play here.
So Caden is on.
Number 30, Daniel.
Cincinnati in the house. Devlin Daniel gets the call. Mississippi State commit. He's at Indian Hill High School. Cincinnati Spikes, his travel team, as that one misses outside. Carrie and Deidre, his dad and mom. Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Ohio. I'm sorry, that's an award that a senior's supposed to win. Tip of the cap to that. He took that award away from a senior as a junior.
Hey, go get him, Tiger. If you can do it, nothing to it but get after it. And to earn that as a junior is very special.
Devlin, another player here too, has himself a pretty good huddle tape. Football guy.
Snap throw, just back in time. Koa bouncing around the bag out there. Roder Keki, the catcher behind the plate.
Show it off. And he had a chance if he threw a strike right here to maybe pick one off. Don't let it ain't too safe out there, Vinny.
Not with all these catchers. Can all throw too.
And Devlin City Player of the Year, football player. He's got a lot going on. I'm not sure if there's enough hours in the day for Devlin, Vinny. I know you mentioned the football. Changed up on him, and down he goes. That is strike 3. Brew had something cooking down there, and Brew is with Hannah Jo. Go ahead, guys.
Hey guys, yes, I'm with Brew Milner all week. I think every day I've seen you, you've told me, Hannah Jo, we're going to have to do an interview because I'm going to hit a home run in the Classic. You did it. Talk me through the first pitch you saw and then what happened after that.
Yeah, so first pitch, he went fastball, and I thought it was a little out, but umpire said it got the corner, and then next pitch he threw the curveball over the middle, and we let it go for a ride.
And you just told me how it feels. Tell them how it felt.
So if you've played baseball, you know whenever you catch a good barrel, you don't feel it. That's how awesome that swing felt. So it was amazing. Knew it was going off the bat.
Knew it was gone off the bat. And you've been telling me this. What role does this confidence play for you to come in here and be able to do what you said you were going to do?
Yeah, I mean, confidence is everything. You come out here and you work your tail off throughout the year, and then you finally get to a huge event like the All-American. And you just let all your talents work for themselves, and, well, good things happen whenever you believe in yourself and have confidence.
Major League Park, you're going to tell your kids about this. That's definitely your favorite part about being here so far, I'm sure, but what else have you loved about being at this event?
I mean, everything's been so awesome. Like, you're with 60 of the best players in the country, so that's so fun being with all your buddies. And then you get to come out here, play in a big league stadium. You get so much gear, which is awesome. And then on top of it all, I just hit a home run. So, like, my week was immediately made as if it wasn't already.
Brew, congratulations and great job.
Thank you.
All right, guys, back up to you.
Blake Lundy, and thank you for that, Hannah Jo. We love getting to know Brew. Blake Lundy was the hitter. Just wanted to introduce him quickly as he draws that walk. He's at the Baylor School down there at first now. Tiffany and Justin, his parents. And so Lundy, exciting to see what he has been able to do. Quick scouting report on Blake for us.
Big power. Catcher, first base, has made some really athletic plays at first base this game in particular. Really impacts the ball to the pull side. Looks like a future middle of the order guy.
So quick visit out to the mound, talking things over. Give us a chance to introduce Harry Chubb Jones Jr. Pretty serious conversation Joe Girardi's having.
You know, it's emotional for these kids, and it's getting he's getting knocked down a little bit. Girardi's telling him, "Hey, you're all right. You're gonna be fine. Keep pushing." And maybe an injury or something, and we're gonna switch pitchers, or hopefully not, but maybe just a switch of pitchers.
And Joe had a conversation with him, and we didn't see anything that had him want to step aside. You know, didn't reach or grab for anything. But we'll do a little research, put Hannah Jo to work down there, make sure everyone's okay, and we'll reset the situation. Let's look at our Rawlings home run of the game. Rawlings, the official bat of the Dick's Perfect Game All-American Classic. Rue with the bomb. He did it at Perfect Game National. He did it again here at the All-American Classic. Hannah Jo Groves, what do you know downstairs for us?
So they are looking at that pitcher's arm currently. I don't want to get too much into it, but yes, there is something going on. They're taking a look at it. Didn't want to risk anything having him out on the mound, so they're going to take a look. And that's what I've got.
Thank you. No, that's fine. We appreciate that. So any slight discomfort, you know, Vinny, that's the right decision, obviously.
100%. This is you know, an all-star game format setting. We want these kids to be able to show what they can do, and you know, it's something we tell them when they first get here, when they first arrive to the hotel in the ballpark. Is like, you guys are here because you earned this. Like, whatever happens in this game is just gravy on top. We're here to have fun. We're here to show our skills. But all 60 of these kids that are here this weekend, they went out and earned that, not over just the course of this summer, but throughout their careers thus far.
Ryan Klesko, Shane Victorino. There are some fun names, by the way.
Talk about some baseball knowledge. Shane Victorino, the two-time World Series champion, the Grand Slam clutch, and one of my favorite teammates, a ball of energy, the flying Hawaiian, passion and love for this game. And one thing that I always love to tell about Victorino that not many people know, the only player I have ever played with that sat on the plane and watched every single pitcher's move to home and pickoff move. He was an absolute student and studier, and just such a fun baseball player to be a teammate with.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, feeling it the East Coast. Pumping it up.
Hey, Grant Sparandio's on the mound. He's going to take a little while to get hot. Make sure he's all set to go. He's just about ready to roll. But Grant, this right-handed pitcher, is from Houston. He's a big personality in his own right. Memorial High School. Brooks Hack is the football coach, AD, and interim baseball coach that he played for this past year there. Evan Einhardt is his coach at Wow Factor. He's a Texas commit, and he has done big things on and off the field for many, many years, Grant Sparandio. And excited to see him go to work. He's a perfect student in the classroom, has never made a B, is passionate and part of his broadcast journalism studies at his high school as well. So he wants to sit up here and do what we do someday. Sparandio pitches. He's checking in on the count, making sure he knows. This is a fun little pivot, right? I mean, you're in an All-American game. You think you're going to have all the time in the world, and you get ready how you want to get ready, and you do it that way. You come in, you throw a strike. It's fired to the right side. Harry Chump Jones Jr. with a base hit and an RBI and a celebration. What a beautiful approach. He knew he had a pitcher, Vinny, that was going to look to establish a strike zone, and he took advantage.
Yeah, 95 over the inside part of the plate. Chubb does a really nice job there, not trying to do too much. Go the inside outside a little bit, but still he's so strong at the point of contact. He's able to get 95 off that barrel into right field for an RBI single.
That's a beautiful RBI approach. You love to see it right there. Showcase game, and he plays the game the right way. Fight the good fight. And when you go to right center like that, staying inside the ball, you have an opportunity to drive in a lot of runs, and right there drives in a big one to tie this ball game.
Banks Addison hits now. What a gorgeous approach Addison is following up. Addison from Germantown, Tennessee, Evangelical Christian School with Coach Duke Williams there. And he is committed to go play at Tennessee, go be a volunteer. Breaking ball dives low and in. By the way, if you're in the neighborhood next Sunday, don't forget to go check out on campus in Knoxville, the Perfect Game 13U Select Festival. There's going to be a Pence in that game as well. Something in the water at that Pence house. But anyway, go check it out. It's a
they
fun
love
event.
some baseball. Is that Maverick in the 13?
Yes.
Yeah, Maverick. He's a little athlete, and they love to hit. They're just little practicers, and Maverick's the speedy Pence.
Ooh.
Striker doesn't have the foot speed. He's getting faster, but Maverick's the speedster.
Good looking changeup is fouled off at home plate. Addison, the son of Katie and Matthew Addison. And another one, we'll mention him twice as he stands in that very batter's box, who adores and learns from Bryce Harper. high school single season stolen base record. 38 stolen bases this past year, as that one, pretty good pitch, called outside. 38 bags in a high school season, that's crazy.
Yeah, Banks is a really, really nice player. He does a little bit of everything well. It's a good swing, good approach in the box. Can really pick it on the infield dirt. Well located 96 there from Grant Sporandio too.
Down and away, had him leaking out front, 92 miles an hour. There's that arm side run, and that's strike 3. Just getting comfortable on the mound. Good to see.
And this is just, backs up, painted a really good pitch. And I don't know if that's the fastball or the changeup at 92, but it had that late run. Two-seam, little two-seamer action. 3-2, beautiful pitch. 38 bags in a high school season. Is there even enough games to get that many bags? That's like 2 bags a game. What the heck?
Oswego East High School is represented from Illinois, Oswego, Illinois. This is another one you can hear on our radio show tonight on Sirius XM, MLB Network Radio. Jackson Tucker, Oklahoma State commit. There's a lot of length with this athlete, and he hopes, Finney, that he could stay right there in the middle of the diamond and play short. Really tall and athletic.
Yeah, there's a lot to like from the offensive perspective here for Jackson. It's really good bat to ball, the bat speed, obviously, and like you mentioned, that frame, he's going to be able to hit for some big power down the line.
Though he's an Illinois guy, he fell in love. That's a good breaking ball. He fell in love with the game through the eyes of the Atlanta Braves and grew up as a Braves fan, still likes him, and looks back to watching Andrelton Simmons play.
Wow.
And said, I loved watching him play. I loved the way he played short. Ouch. Goodness gracious. Oh, is he okay? Got him in the helmet. Glad to see him pop right back up and be okay. That's scary.
He took that one like it didn't even hit him in the head. Just doesn't even fall down, doesn't even flinch, just looks back out at the pitcher. And yikes, but good thing he's okay. That's impressive. We'll talk about tough.
Yeah. Geratio and Michelle, his parents.
Also, the fastest pitch of the game so far for Sporandio, 97 on that. So did not feel great.
Jordan Griffin takes a pitch that jumps in and off the plate. Has to spin out of the way. Jordan struck out first time up. Opened up this ball game. Had a chance to deal with Striker Pence. Ricardo and Keisha, his parents. Dad played college football at Arizona Western. Mom ran track at McNeese State. Mom's still involved in athletics as an educator, as a teacher, and also physical education teacher. Home run cut, changeup though, tough to deal with.
Turned that over really nicely. Sporandio's got a full mix. He's a really good athlete on the mound. There's obviously a ton to like here. On the flip side though, bases loaded, 2 outs, tie ball game. This is typically a moment Jordan Griffin's come through situations like this throughout his career.
Not that time because of that changeup. An outstanding pitch there, getting settled in. Talk about a piece of hitting. This is a high schooler taking 95 on the hands and hitting a laser beam into right field. Get it done, Chubb.
Every great team has the right people behind them. Higginbotham is here to be that for you. The right support changes everything, on the field and off it. With the right insurance coverage protecting your business, your employees, your finances, and your family, you can stay focused on what matters most. Scan the code, and we'll get to work.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all of this. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you
Luke Gladchuk under a spotlight. Our defensive play of the game is brought to you by Legends. Some legends are real. Hunter, that was a heck of a play.
Yeah, that was a absolute web gem right there. Did not think he was going to be able to get to it. Shows the athleticism, shows the poise, and makes a spectacular play. Gladchuk, the East, kind of taking the momentum of that play into a tie in the ball game, a big offensive inning.
And so Brennan, Breezy as he is known with those that he cares about, his buddies, his nickname Breezy. Brennan Neal out of Columbus, Georgia. The Brookstone school coach Mathis is his coach there, plays for Coach Baldwin of the East Cobb Astros, and he is a commit to go head up to the Plains. Not too far, by the way, from Tallahassee, Alabama, where Brew Milner is from. Of course, he's going to go play for Auburn. Got an outstanding weighted GPA in the classroom of 4.8. An excellent student, Alyssa and AT, his parents. What kind of stuff is he sporting on the mound?
Should be up to around 96 or so. You know, really good athlete, real arm speed. He hits too. He has big power, big bat speed. Homered at the East Coast Pro Showcase a couple weeks ago. Really impressive two-way ability.
Principal's list honoree inside the classroom, sophomore year, junior, AB honor roll his freshman year. Scholarship recipient already because of his grades. He has earned several scholarships. So excited to see all the talents this man has as a student get up on the mound and pitch.
Gavin Williams jamming out some Paramore there in the on-deck circle. I love it.
Parker Leoff gets the call. And the first pitch, a fastball just off the plate. Park's from Redondo Beach, California, Huntington Beach High School. Really good program. Coach Benjamin Dury is the head man there. Has a chance to play his travel ball for Stack, that Royal Scout team. Coach Duarte, Mikey Duarte, Mike Sweeney, longtime major leaguer, helps out with that program as well. And Parker is a commit to go to UCLA. A true developmental program UCLA is.
Yeah, and Parker had an amazing Worldwood Bat 17U tournament this year. Was the MVP of the tournament for that Stack team that won it all. That Stack team ended up, I think, run ruling all but 2 playoff games throughout that run. They were sprinting to the bat rack to take the barrels up. And Parker, obviously, a big piece of that being the MVP.
Like a lot of players here, he has also been honored to wear the national jersey, to wear a jersey that represents his country, United States jersey. On the 15U team a couple of years ago, he was able to do that. He talks about this year being his speed year. He really wanted to increase his speed, as that fastball goes right under the hands at 96 miles an hour. Couldn't put the speed in play that time because of the speed on the mound.
And Neal, man, just the timing, he messed with the rhythm right there. You can tell that he's got a real touch with his body control, with the pitch command, but the rhythm of the game, Neal, very impressive.
Well, there's Brogan Witcher, Bakersfield, Liberty High School. Then there's Gavin Williams, Bakersfield, Liberty High School. Incredible to have the two of them together, both catch, both are multi-position players. This man is an Oregon commit. Second visit that he went to, Coach Waz hooked him. I'm in, I'd like to go. I'm so excited to be a Duck, he shared with us. Son of Jesse and Tiffany. Brother Jet is 12 years old, younger brother Knox, just 2. He's the old man in the house. And another Harper fan. Harper's getting hot lately. That's a stock you should buy in these bios.
Yeah, I heard that guy might have a chance.
That's a stock you should buy. And by the way, PG All-American Bryce Harper. That one dots the outside corner. I can't remember how it all went together. Did Bryce come after his sophomore year, then play as a PG All-American, then go right to college? I forget how it all went. Something like that?
He was 16 in junior college. I remember that much.
Beautiful fastball, blows him away. The talented Bakersfield-born catcher Couldn't deal with this one, Hunter.
And really, Neil, you can see the finish on his pitches. He almost jumps at you and the ball exploding out of his hands. 96, kind of rising up and in, and paints outside corner to top inside. Hang with him, Gavin Williams.
Not to get too overly scouty, but I think I would call that fastball takes off like a rocket ship. Ball just went
scouty
up.
That's very good.
It's smooth and then explosive, like a snake bite.
Carter Hadnot drives that one down the line, ready for the fastball, 93, but couldn't keep that one fair. I thought you explained that well, taking off like a rocket ship. That's explained it to me like I'm a third grader. Well done by you.
It's got the Cobra attack, yes.
Not too scouty at all. 1-1 the count. One more thought on Neil in the classroom as you guys watch him pitch. He took 5 AP classes this last year. 5. Each night he did his homework first before he worked out.
He got a bug in the eye right here. Look out.
Take a minute. You want to make sure you see. You know who wants to make sure you see? The hitter wants to make sure you can see.
You know where that ball's going at 96?
Goes back to the screen. How about a nice little changeup? 88 miles an hour, so a dip of, I don't know, 6 or 7, 8 miles an hour from the fastball. One, two, fastball outside corner, 95 miles an hour. He struck out the side, domination, breezy on the mound. Yes.
Every great team has the right people behind them. Higginbotham is here to be that for you. The right support changes everything, on the field and off it. With the right insurance coverage protecting your business, your employees, your finances, and your family, you can stay focused on what matters most. Scan the code, and we'll get to work.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
Now Southern California is represented one more time here in Philadelphia. The Inland Empire's been strong. Heck, Norco High School's been strong. They've got a couple of players that get the call. We've talked about the top player in the land in Dylan Seward. How about his teammate on the very same high school team? Meet Jordan Ayala, a perfect game All-American Classic. First All-American game he has been invited to. Was developing during the Select Festival years. He's ranked as the number 10 right-handed pitcher in the country. He's not yet 17 years old. He's still 16. And again, this is a big arm. We saw him at PG National, Vinny, climbing up to 97.
Yeah, the fastball will be right up around there, mid-90s, 97. It's one of the best breaking balls in the class, both in terms of the metrics stuff and feel. It's definitely his go-to pitch. And he's a guy, like you mentioned, still 16 years old, a reclass up from the 2028 class before this summer.
Flash coming out, making sure the pitch comm is all set. Because, you know, back when Flash was throwing those hammers in the big leagues, striking out 2,000 big league hitters, there was pitch comm. No, that's right, there wasn't. Flash was a little bit before that technology.
But he's now the pitch comm expert.
I love it. I love it.
Flash probably could have just signaled what was coming, and don't know if they would have been able to hit it.
Here comes the curveball. At some point, we'll listen in on the communication. We have pitch comm devices up here. We'll listen when it feels right at some point through the rest of the game. But we've been knowing what's been coming today. It's been wonderful that they've shared it with us. And I think Flash is feeling good. He's so much fun to be around. Man, did he have a career.
He sure did. 2 pitches. Most of his career, the fastball and the curveball.
Nasty, nasty. Okay, Keenan Bastion ready to roll, the powerful slugger. There's that breaking ball you talked about. Snapdragon over the outside corner. It's strike 1 to Keenan.
It's a little get me over 85-mile-an-hour Snapdragon.
Deliberate in the windup, and another, and it's 0-2. Vinny, that's a heck of a preview, by the way, already.
Oh, it's a hammer. Snapdragon hammer, banger, whatever you want to call it. It's nasty.
Now fastball top of the zone. I don't know what they're calling, but.
Yes, you're right, Hunter. He wanted to go up. He didn't need to. He painted the outside corner. Blazing fastball, 94. Boy, that was a clinic.
That's a good morning, good afternoon, and good night painted on the outside corner. That is a filthy Arsenal Ayala just in sequence he just threw Bastion.
Chase Fuller. Big right-handed hitter, takes a curveball outside. Inside corner, 1-1.
And to get Fuller to buckle right there just shows you how much this curveball is biting.
And then 95 looks like 105 after the breaking ball.
10-mile-an-hour difference, but even though it's an 85-mile-an-hour curve, it's just spinning so hard, and it's sharp and it's late. You know, you want it to be late, not this big, long, early movement, and you can tell he's getting that.
To the right side.
Fuller starting to calibrate to the curveball right there. Purifies that curve foul. Straighten that out. It's got a beautiful bat path.
That's 7 pitches, 5 breaking balls. Like I mentioned, that breaking ball is not the secondary pitch here. This is the primary. This is the go-to. Both in terms of throwing it for strikes and trying to get those chases.
I'm going to let you guys listen just for a sec.
Four-seam fastball. Slider.
He shook off the fastball. He wants to go with the slider. Thank you, PitchCom. All right, Hunter, he threw something he believed in, right? If you shake to a pitch, throw it with conviction.
He knew what he wanted right there, and he goes for the front door freezer right here. And Fuller thinks it's the fastball, flinches, and that comes back and wraps the corner. Ball to strike, gets the strikeout, and he knew it.
Slider. Curveball. Changeup.
He shook to the changeup. He shook 3 times to get to the
He knows
changeup.
exactly what he wants. Ayala out here putting on a pitching clinic.
Pretty good pitch. Did he get a commitment? He did not.
Four-seam fastball.
Fastball, ground ball, right behind the bag. Fielding, firing off balance. Oh, what a dig at first, too. What an effort there. Back behind the bag, covering a ton of ground. Parker Leoff ranging and ranging and ranging, and Jalen dug it out. It was beautiful, but he beat it out.
And yeah, Frank Thomas showing off the speed. And that's a close bang-bang play, just beats it out. But Leoff, good effort right there. So now
It's
the comms-
slider, Ayala. He wants you to throw a slider.
We got to get
Vinny, can
Flash
you
out.
open the window and tell him?
We got to get Flash out there for technical
Flash
support.
fix the pitch comm here. Ours is working.
They're going old school. There you go. Shook him off to the breaking ball. Well, that was a heck of a pitch.
Doesn't get the call on either one. That's a tough break. Good pitch.
The 1-0 goes back to it. Why not just throw it again? Christian Gomez struck out looking back in the second inning. One of many fight at bats. We've had even hitters that have gone down on strikes for a majority in this game. There have been some dominating pitching performances, but there have been a lot of long at bats in this game.
Nice block from his catcher there as well.
And it's not like any of these guys are not throwing really hard either.
Oh, yeah.
This is all tough velos, tough secondary pitches. Well executed at that, too, but these hitters are just taking really quality at-bats.
Catcher, by the way, Hunter was talking about, that's one of the two Bakersfield boys behind the plate, William Weber, doing the work, grinding back there. 2-1, breaking ball, ground ball, and a foul ball.
Wake that boy up over there, third base.
Off the bat of Gomez. Jordan Ayala.
You know, when you're playing MLB The Show, the X button is the fastball.
Okay.
Not for Jordan Ayala.
X is curveball.
Curveball and slider. Go-to pitches, swing and miss pitches.
Breaking ball just off the plate, the son of Johnny and Francis Ayala. Boy, it is really, you know, Flash maybe wasn't out there talking about pitch comm and tech. He was saying, hey, how'd you learn that curveball? That one's like mine. Right there with it. The 3-2. Got underneath that one. Sails it up and out of there. 94 through a fastball.
Beautiful
that one
at bat.
sidearm.
Beautiful at bat from Gomez. Kind of catches the pace, understands he's pitching off the curveball, then able to lay off the heater up and away and continue to pass the baton. He's playing some good ball.
And I'll give Christian Gomez some love here. A guy that really top to bottom all summer performed at an absolute level, really developed over the last 2 years as a hitter, and really put together not only a good at-bat there, but has done that all year.
Yeah, they're getting a good one in North Carolina. There's a lot to that well-rounded man. He's pretty darn good on social media, quite the storyteller. He needs to be taking in an event check here for all the coverage he's done of our event. He does a really, really nice job. Malachi takes high as that one sails up and out of the zone. The Georgia Tech commit, Butler. Fell in love with Vaughn Lackey at Georgia Tech and the way he played the game. His swag, his energy. He said you never see Vaughn Lackey down or without a smile on his face. First round pick out of Georgia Tech. And a guy, Vaughn Lackey, Hunter, you and I have players like this on our college show. A guy who used college to develop. He wasn't one of these players coming out of high school. Vaughn Lackey used college to become one of these players.
And developed himself into the 3rd overall pick in the draft and already in the top 15 in the all MLB prospect rankings.
That one just, see what happened there, by the way, with him? He knows every level of the sport. We do this college baseball show. He's got his notebook out, I love how much you love all levels, Hunter.
There's so much to learn from every level. And Darren, that's a big thanks to you and your hard work.
No way, man. We loved watching you. I was At an establishment. I'll just say that. I was in an establishment watching you work the other night in the cornfields on Netflix. You've done a great job with them this year. That's an interesting way they present baseball. I bet you've had fun with that.
Absolutely. And tough to beat the first game of the Major League season, the Home Run Derby and the Field of Dreams. So now to the All-American Classic, which I look forward to every year. 4 of the last 5 I've gotten to do. Wasn't able to make it last year, and I really missed it. So great to be back with you guys.
Great to have you back.
This is the juice.
The city of brotherly love.
Yeah, my old stomping grounds. I love it.
Deuce will hit again. Hit a soft line drive back to the right middle of the diamond to the pitcher's mound his first time up back in the 3rd inning. Goes back to the breaking ball, strike one. Boy, there is just, you can feel the power in this frame with Jenkins. A lot of muscle packed into that frame.
And this is going to be a good opportunity. Bases loaded, nowhere to put him. Game on the line, clutch at bats. Show us what you got.
Pride of Jackson Academy, Deuce Jenkins. Breaking ball right under the hands, fouled off, 0-2 the count. Jenkins, the son of Justin and Anita. His favorite player, Shohei Ohtani.
That's the first Ohtani call.
Not the first Stritani call, though.
There's a Stritani out there.
Jenkins, pride of Mississippi. As a matter of fact, Mississippi Scoreboard Player of the Year this year. Capital Sports Jackson Player of the Year.
Good years recently. Good draft years recently for Mississippi high schoolers. E.J. Booth, Kevin Roberts this year, Connor Griffin. Mississippi High School in the upswing.
The 1-2. Breaking ball. There's the pitch he was looking for. That is strike 3. Vinny told us about that Snapdragon curveball. Turns out he knows exactly what he's talking about. Hitters, they don't enjoy it, but Vinny's right.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic. But only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BB-Core bat.
Here is today's Bruce Bolt game summary, worn by the best, made for what's next. Pitchers dominating, but then the hitters having some fun. Brew Milner homering for the 2nd time at a big PG event this year. A national showcase now here at the Classic in the 6th inning. Striker Pence on the mound was mammoth, but with the bat in his hands, drove in a couple of runs with a double to center field. It's been fun. It's been everything as advertised. This Perfect Game All-American Classic, and we're glad to be here in Philadelphia. Hannah Jo, Vinny, Hunter, Darren, and all of you. We appreciate you, and we see Cade Luker now take the rock, and he goes to work. And he does so against the #1 player in the nation, Dylan Seward. Luker, by the way, out of Ruston, Louisiana. Cedar Creek High School coach Chad Yates. Plays for Coach Nelly for the FTB Phillies. And the southpaw dots the outside corner with strike 1, an easy 95 off the fingertips.
Yeah, that was effortless right there coming out of the hand of Luker.
Yeah, it's that tough 3/4 slot too.
Sweeps a breaking ball over the corner. Seward chokes up on the bat with 2 strikes. What has Seward done best this year in his growth?
I think he's just been able to kind of carry that pressure. You know, #1 player in the class. It really hasn't slowed him down at all.
Tough sequence to deal with that time. Boy, that was a clinic, including it at the breaking ball. Fastball dotted, breaking ball, waist pitch, and then that high riding fastball, Hunter.
Yeah, and just a beautiful sequence right there to set up Seward. And Luker gets this low 3/4 arm slot at 95 and then runs that up. You talk about the carry. I give it a Madison Bumgarner comp of myself. You know, that's kind of the angle, the helicoptering that you saw from him as he was a young player coming up.
Boy, that one went dugout to dugout, outside. Two-time All-State competitor when you speak about this pitcher on the mound. His foe now is Sebastian Wilson, I should say. Splits the plate, 94 miles an hour. Hannah Jo, what do you have for us?
So we've been calling him Sushi, and I wanted to make sure you guys knew the story behind that. When he was 9 years old, he was having a really bad time, couldn't get a hit at the baseball field, so he had a break. He ate some sushi. The very next game, he went 3 for 3 with a triple. So since that day, he has been referred to as Sushi, so that's the origin there.
Good stuff.
Little rally sushi, baby.
Good stuff.
I thought maybe the Sebastian.
Yes. Yeah.
It fits.
Yeah, he's kind of a famous prospect amongst at least one another down there. They all know that name, and it's a family, friends, and teammates nickname. Good fastball again. Easy 94 just off the plate. This talented pitcher, again, a junior that stole the Gatorade Player of the Year from a senior. He won it this past year in the state of Louisiana. Good baseball, and Luker grabbed that award. 3-2 fastball, pop foul. He spoils 94.
And for Sushi, he's been the recipient of 2 lefty on lefties, some nasty lefties, and having to showcase, can he stay in there? Can he keep the nose in there? Battling 3-2.
He's keeping the nose in there, trying to keep that shoulder in there, Hunter.
Yeah, a couple spoils right there. If he's able to connect with that, get the contact point a little more out front, he's actually got his backside into those fastballs. That's a dangerous hack.
Yeah, he's got some juice too.
Breaking ball never got there. It skips to the backstop. Sushi in his self-scouting report as he trots to first says, I would say when I'm right, I'm a 6-tool player. I have all the 5, but then I have a very good baseball IQ. I know everything about baseball and what plays should be made, and what rules and natural instincts apply.
Love that confidence. Awareness on the field.
Brady now. Cunningham sees that one go into the catcher's mitt as he fouls that one off. The Texas A&M commit. All-state team in the state of Illinois. As that one hits the inside corner.
Jared Goodwin and I were talking about Brady last night. Jared got to, talk to him a little bit about his process and his approach in the box, and he's just so cerebral, has the plan of what he's doing, trying to go to right center field, really looking to keep that front side on the baseball and stay through the baseball, not just looking to open up and try to hit to the pull side for power. And especially for a guy like Cunningham, 6'3", 225 pounds, the power comes so easy that he can go to that power right center alley by just flicking the hands.
So Hunter, tall guy, you, tall guy, him. How do tall guys stay short and quick to the baseball?
Well, he does. He does have kind of a quick pass at it. It's a really flat bat path. I think he has a good chance to meet this fastball from Luker. The slider is going to be a little bit tough with the way he's approaching it.
Yeah, he got the commitment, and that's an outstanding pitch. That one disappears away.
And just beautiful pitch right here, but a little bit of Cunningham trying to do too much. You can see he's wanting to hit it a little bit harder. He doesn't have to force the pop, and catches him cheating a little bit right there.
Couple of strikeouts in the inning. Here's Sullivan Reed now.
And of the class that has a lot of good nicknames, arguably the best right here, D-Sut.
You love the Mississippi Mauler, do you? It's chopped out toward third, throwing on the run, unable to dig it out at first. That one skips right on by. Big aggressive turn halfway down the line, but throws an anchor out that time. Mac Morris unable to make the play over there, unable to dig it out at first as well. But Mac Morris just couldn't make that play. Not an easy play. Frank Thomas couldn't scoop that one out. Hannah Jo, what do you know down there?
So Sullivan Reed, he's gotten the chance to talk to Mo Vaughn, as a lot of these guys have with our big league alumni that are here, about his launch position. Different ways to get there, different positions. So he said he doesn't feel like he's really found the one that he wants to go with forever, but Mo Vaughn giving him advice about different ways to get there, guys.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, he was so scary for pitchers, Mo Vaughn. And you look at his numbers, Mo Vaughn, and he's down there coaching amongst so many of the great major leaguers down below. Mo Vaughn finished his career with comfortably above 900 career OPS. Not one season. Career, as that one is rolled foul. So Sullivan learning from a good one.
Well, the East had a little threat. Now the West has a chance to showcase some clutch hitting late. Tie ball game.
Yeah, I was going to say, not to backtrack, but really good play from Deuce Jenkins at right field to back up that throw at first base. Knew it was going to be a tough play. Kept the score tied and kept Sushi at third with that.
Good eyes on that one. We appreciate that. You're not backtracking at all. That's a great spot by you. And those are the little things that scouts watch, right?
The little things that win ball games.
That's right, Benny. That's what it's all about. How do you win ball games? Help us win. Great work.
Lubin Rincon, one of the many award winners last night. The Clubhouse Guy Award, a really good teammate. That's an honor to earn that award. Sponsored by good friends with Turtle Box. Flash gave that award out, but Lubin got a raucous ovation. You can tell he is liked by all in this space. Three and two the count is Luker. Looking to make one more really good pitch.
And you can even see with that foul ball there, obviously 3-1 count. Look, no, you're going to probably get a fastball, but all his at-bats today and really throughout the summer, Lubin right on the barrel, right, really accurate with the barrel.
Showing a little comfort left on left.
Oh, yeah.
Into the catcher's mitt. That's a really tough job hanging around. I thought he might have foul tipped that one. That would have been the break of the game for him, but he didn't. And he didn't go around.
Yep, able to hold that right there. If that's the slider, he has to be ready to hit it. And able to check the swing and continue to pass the baton. Nowhere left to put anybody.
And speaking of left, another tough left-on-left matchup for Drake Hawp. Shane Victorino comes out. That was quick.
Give him a little breather, give him a little, hey, you all right?
Love
Go
that.
get him.
Yeah, Victorino with Trevor Hoffman, Mo Vaughn, Ben Rivera, Kyle Kendrick, Milt Thompson, Jose Contreras, all on his staff in that dugout. That's Team East. Here's Drake Hawp. As that one is fouled off. A quick reminder, Team West with Joe Girardi as the manager, Dante Girardi his son, Flash Gordon, Ben Revere, Ryan Klesko, Todd Coffey, all in the West dugout. Great chance for Hawp. Tries to stick it back there behind the plate as that one misses just outside. Blake Lundy doing the catching this inning of Cade Luker. Breaking ball got the corner.
Taking a look at this one right here. Hop has to get out of the way, and umpire says it catches the corner. Great pitch.
Pitch just got so much sweeping action to it.
Outside corner, that's strike 3. 92 miles an hour with some cut to it. It was a big opportunity for that West squad. They had him stacked up on the base pads, and the southpaw made one final great pitch.
Everyone dreams of being great. Only a select few can be iconic. But only one is chosen. Introducing the Chosen One from Rawlings. The all-new one-piece composite iteration of the top-rated and established Icon BBCOR bat.
The 2026 Perfect Game All-American Classic is brought to you by Turtlebox, the loudest, truly portable, waterproof Bluetooth speaker on the market, ready for anything. By Higginbotham, one partner, every position covered. And by Goodles. Mac's back, baby. Love the protein-infused mac and cheese of Goodles. Noodles, gooder. They love them in the Sutton household, too. That's a personal endorsement right there. As we welcome you back to the All-American Classic, grill you up a good steak, get it out there on the grill in the Arizona sun, get some fresh steamed broccoli, mix it in with the Goodles. You got protein on protein for your meal.
And then you got enough energy to come watch a good ball game. 2-2 going into the top of the 8th. East versus West, the classic All-American battle, Darren.
And a two-way guy, Hunter. This is the guy we talked about earlier, Jake Turner. So explosive bat. Now he hops up on the mound. We get a chance to see, like Stryker, a two-way player and represent. We didn't know how much we'd see of him, but he gets a chance to go a full inning.
So can we call him Turn Tawny?
Sure.
We got Stry Tawny and Turn Tawny on the West.
He's that good,
Tell us about Turner. What do you got?
Turner's a big, broad-shouldered, really tough angle lefty. He's going to be like 92 to 97 probably. Breaking ball, changeup, both solid pitches. Like another guy, primary offensive contributor, so not a ton of experience on the mound, but when it is, it's really explosive.
Caden Borcherding is his foe from Ackworth, Georgia. Caden gets it going first. He grounded out to third back in the third inning. You always love when you bat 18 in a lineup, when you get that second at bat, get a chance to hit again. And he does, albeit it's a challenge. A tough lefty, 94 just in and off the plate from JT. Pops in and out of the catcher's mitt. And an opportunity for Borcherding now to jump ahead. 2-0 the count. And while he's ahead, what do you know, Hannah Joe, about Caden Borcherding?
So one of his other passions is photography. He actually shoots a couple games over at Clemson because he's close by to that school. But he told me that the moment he makes any money from playing baseball, he wants to buy an FX3 camera. He said equipment is expensive, but that's the first thing I want. So he's very into it.
Okay.
A little creative action.
I like that.
If he likes cameras, I might have an opportunity for him. We need some scouting help.
That one is up and away, and it's ball 4. So he took a snapshot of the strike zone and was comfortable with it and earned himself a walk from the powerful left-hander.
Second baseman, number 3, Juan Diaz.
Juan Diaz now.
I was just going to say, Borcherding, like I mentioned, we have, I think it's 8 or 9 catchers here, and Borcherding had himself an awesome summer. He might end up being the top catcher in the class at this point.
He's Select Festival athlete. We've been watching Caden for years.
Does he have a chance to steal a bag here, Vinny?
Really good athlete, yeah.
Didn't want to, but he did, and the count evens up at 1-1. So if I may, Diaz, Ozzie Albies is his favorite player. Loves watching him. Check swing, has it popped into very shallow right field. Long run still coming, sliding with the catch. And an athletic play. That first step was everything, and Sebastian Wilson was set to be out there in right field, but this is Cooper Goff.
Yeah, I thought this was in that no man's land in Goff right here. We've had two right field exceptional plays, one from the east and now one from the west. Gaining some ground, showing off the speed. Beautiful play from Goff.
And Goff and Sushi flip-flopping positions there at the last moment, but a really good play there by Goff. Luke Gladchuk, who made a circus catch, a diving play in right field earlier in this game. Rounded out to second back in the fourth inning.
I was going to say, I'm really looking forward to this at-bat. Hunter noted how dialed in he was last at-bat. I believe it was a 10-pitch walk for Gladchuk. Then he makes the defensive play of the game in right field, so this is feeling like a really impactful plate appearance here for Gladchuk.
And it's impressive to see the nose in there, the weight lefty on lefty.
He's fought his way along now. Gladchuk out of Aledo, Texas.
Nice work blocking that ball as well.
Gladchuk, his guy, Corbin Carroll. He says the perfect model for me. I love the way he plays. His example for chopping a ball to second, but then hustling down the line if he does to beat it out for a single. Takes outside. That's ball 4. Okay, JT up against just a little bit with a few base runners out there. The East squad pushing a little bit now.
Yeah, right now taking advantage of Turner. Doesn't quite have the release point yet. Command a little bit off at the moment. How does he get back into this game here, Vinny?
I think it's just mostly about syncing up that timing, right? Big guy, broad shoulders, long limbs. Repeating anything of that size is difficult, especially for a guy who's not primarily a pitcher. So it's about finding that comfort level on that release point and let your stuff just compete in the zone.
Max Hemingway, one of the top middle infielders in the country. And the Tennessee commit, he was one of the last 8th grade style commits. When he committed, at that point, Giants manager was head coach of Tennessee. Coach Vitello, he's held on to that commitment. That one's wide of the plate, but called a strike. But then the rules changed, and August 1st of your rising junior year is a year you could communicate. But he was a middle school commitment. As that breaking ball misses outside. Good 2-strike pitch there. Turner trying to get his stuff within the bumpers, because when he does, it's nasty. Eesh, fastball in on the hands, 94 knuckles.
And Hemingway showing off how fast his hands are to get to that pitch. It's a smooth lefty swing, the classic beauty.
Yeah,
so self-aware too, Vinny.
He's just a super well-rounded player, you know, and he's got some power to the opposite field. Really stays on the ball a long time. Can drive it the other way with ease.
Runners move up to second and third with a smile over there. Borcherding. You know, it's funny, Hemingway, when you ask him, hey, scout yourself, he says, look, the metrics are good, but they don't jump off the page. I rely on a mature feel for the game, baseball instincts, IQ, defensive reliability to go with my offensive profile, but it's built on approach, getting on base, quality at bats. That's who I am as a player.
And the defense is really good, too. Like you mentioned, he started at shortstop at IMG as a sophomore.
Breaking ball, fly ball, center field. Here we go. The throw goes to third. The run come on down, and the E squad jumps on top.
And playing the game of baseball, gets the pass ball, has a runner at third, has 2 strikes left on left, and finds a way to execute the situational hitting and drive in a go-ahead run. That's some clutch right there. That's some baseball IQ.
And that's his scouting report. He just lived the scouting report
and executed. Love to see it.
You know, that's the third breaking ball that he sees in that at bat, right? The first one off the plate, called strike. Second one off the plate, a little further, knows to take it. It's easy to lose that at bat after that, but he stays on it, gets a run home, and now the East has the lead.
Finian O'Loughlin out of Jersey City, New Jersey. Finian struck out back in the 3rd inning. Son of Chris and Colleen. He was a first-team All-Stater in the state of New Jersey. Runner steals third, stole that one on the pitcher.
And if you're going to steal third with 2 outs, you better be 100% and no throw. So if you're going to give it to them, take 90 feet now. If they happen to have another pass ball, ensure it's run.
East squad leads it 3-2 with that sacrifice fly. O'Loughlin calls himself competitive, explosive, projectable. He said, I love to pepper the right center field gap with occasional pull side power. Those are some of his self-scouting report thoughts. Three and one the count. Big swing. That's a 3-1 hack. 3-2.
And beautiful right there timing from Turner. 3-1 rear back challenge. See if he can repeat that release point.
The 3-2.
Yeah, when that release point's down, I mean, the stuff's plenty good. It's 93, 94, and he's getting swings and misses in the zone. Finn battled that off. Pretty good swing there.
Look at him turn those hips as he awaits the 3-2. Comes up empty that time. That is strike 3, but a clutch sac fly by an incredibly polished hitter in Max Hemingway. Puts this East squad on top. The Vegas man pulled it back together in the end.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
Yeah, this is so much fun. The All-American alums. This is just a handful when 350 have made it to the big leagues. Freddie Freeman, Garrett Cole, Bryce Harper, Javi Baez, Francisco Lindor, Carlos Correa, Alex Bregman.
There's some pretty good ball players and a lot more.
Crazy. Yeah, that's kind of an old school list of talented players. That's just a few years past the Justin Uptons of the world that were some of the original All-Americans. Okay, we've got a good one in Philly. Hunter, Vinny, Darren, Hannah, Joe down below. You, thanks for being with us. You baseball fan, you. Meet Grayson Parker. He's from Mandeville, Louisiana, and he's going to pitch at Ole Miss should he make it to college. He's chasing 100 over the next 12 months. He'd like to be able to do that. And by the way, in the weight room, Vinny says I'd like to put on about 15 or 20 through the wintertime if I'm able to do so. So tell us about Grayson.
He's an awesome athlete. He's a super projectable right-handed pitcher, 3-pitch mix. He's just especially what scouts and teams are looking for at a projectable high school pitchers these days. He's a really good mover. He gets down the mound well. Everything's loose and easy. He'll be 90-94. It's good stuff. And like you said, he gets that weight on. He starts adding. It's going to be upper 90s in no time.
Richard and Paula Parker, his parents, and he's got 5 siblings, a large family, and he is the baby of 6. There are 6 Parker children, and between Thomas and Jacob, sisters Maddie, Taylor, and Mallory. And the youngest of them all is on the mound. And Jack Leeper is his foe. Bottom half of inning number 8. And away we go. First pitch fastball at 94 miles an hour is fouled off. Jack grounded out to third, back in the 3rd inning. Coach Esker awaits his arrival at Stanford.
Leeper's been really good this summer. Couple home runs at WWBA up in East Cobb. Was really, really good at area codes a couple weeks ago as well. Really good hit tool here.
No balls and 2 strikes to count. Off speed pitch, 84 miles an hour. Simple windup almost mimics the stretch, just with 1 extra bit of movement. Outside corner, that's strike 3, 96.
Well, strike zone's looking a little big here. That's a good pitch, but tough one for Leeper. That seems a little bit out there, my friend. Good pitch, though, Leeper.
Well, if you think about it, it's a great 0-2 pitch. You're thinking maybe you get if you're wasting it, you're only wasting it a little bit.
I mean,
you get a swing and a miss.
Before, try it again.
Yeah. Here's Cooper Goff. Cooper fly to center field. And his first All-American at bat. Coop Dog out of Utah. Mike and Cammie. Parker and Sawyer, his siblings. Mike and Cammie, his parents. It's another Schwarber guy. Doesn't mimic his swing exactly after him, but it's his guy. It's who inspires him as a player. Loves to watch him play baseball. And here he stands in the same batter's box where Kyle does his work. As Hunter calls them Schwarbombs.
Oh, yeah.
First team All-State in Utah. Big home run numbers.
Reminds me a little bit of Braden Taylor, 1st-round pick by the Rays a couple years ago. Another left-handed hitter from Utah, went to TCU. It's pretty left-handed swing, able to leverage that barrel and turn it over pull side.
You know you're Rain Man, right? I mean, you have the ability to peel these players off. I try and stay with you, but I'm going to tell right now, all of you out there, I have no idea who Vinny's talking about, and I cover this sport at this level. He knows everyone and remembers everyone.
Well, Goff made that good play in right field. Wow, that's impressive. He knows he has to fight off. He's called it out there off the plate already, so way to spoil a nasty pitch. And Parker showing off some command, some rhythm, that loose arm you talked about, Vinny. Take advantage if you're getting the calls, and he's given those perfect nibbles.
Left a breaking ball spinning up and away. 3-2 the count. Blake Lundy's his catcher. Those are the battery mates working out there. Parker v. Goff. And he did not go around. Hunter, you like that at bat?
I love that at bat, and battled back from a tough one, spoiled the close ones, and just able to lay off this guaranteed ball and get the West back on the bases and put Parker in the stretch. Showed a little speed and right, so possibly a base stealing threat, Vinny?
Yeah, like a underrated athlete. He showed that top end speed, could bust it in and get that ball in right. 1-run ball game. He has to at least be on the table.
Jake Turner's been active in this game. He does have pop for sure. He's walked and scored. He's hopped up on the mound and pitched that mid-90s fastball as Jake takes just off the plate outside.
Turner had a really impressive swing in the scrimmage on Friday night. Inside fastball, able to get the hands out, inside out the other way. Oh, and it jumped off the bat at 101. One hop the wall. Just so strong at the point of contact.
And he talks about this year really becoming a little bit more quiet, simplifying his approach. He said, I quiet down my bottom half quite a bit.
Yeah, I think you see that in the stance right now. Like, really gets into the lower half, wider, able to control the base a little more. Healthy hack there, but we saw him take some 2-strike swings last at bat, like Hunter noted. Shortens up with 2 strikes and is able to kind of show the bat to ball a little bit, foul some tough pitches off.
Yeah, when he came to PG National, he was not committed yet. He was still making his decision. You're looking at a year past when he was starting to hear from schools, being very deliberate. TCU wins that race. Breaking ball froze him. That one's right down the middle and strike 3.
And that's
just
a beauty.
center.
That's a beauty. And this is top of the zone. It's a ball and then just catches the top of the zone. Hasn't shown him that pitch. 2 hard fastballs in, and that's a freezer. Putting on a clinic.
Yeah, you saw it on the on Ayala against Fuller earlier in the game. That top of the zone breaking ball, that's back in vogue now.
And really, you got to credit Parker for the command right here. He's getting a little bit of calls off the plate, and he's hitting it right to the target.
1-0 the count to Sebastian Castillo.
Castillo, another guy that took a really, really good at-bat last time up.
Yeah.
Spoiled those tough pitches.
I starred his at bat. He opened my eyes. You're absolutely right, Vinny.
Trying to hit up Frank Thomas on a tag there on a back pick to Goff. Lundy grinding back behind the plate, trying to help his pitcher get another out. Bottom half of inning number 8. East squad counting down outs now, but they've only got 1 run to cling to. 4 outs to get. One and 2. Love that.
There's Ayala.
Hey, show some love.
He's going to sign them all.
That's cool.
Or maybe pass them around. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Took it out of the catcher's mitt. We'll do it again.
That's that 2-strike approach. Here's where Castillo gets tough. If you can let it get that deep, you can battle a lot of pitches.
And you don't get it. You don't let it get that deep and hit the ball that hard foul unless you see that right out of the hand. Even a 1-2 count, Castillo's ability to read spin there, really impressive.
That one skips to the backstop, held up on a breaking ball. Runner moves into scoring position as Goff heads to second base. Francisco Lindor. Sebastian Castillo, that's his favorite player. Loves watching him play. More specifically, he says the way he defends. In a year in which Castillo feels like his mind as a baseball player has grown the most.
Well, he shows some instincts, some hitterish movements at the plate. Really good timing and rhythm.
Bouncing ball into center field. It's a base hit and an RBI. The throw toward the plate. Head first slide. Sebastian Castillo gets it done.
I mean, works the walk in his first at bat, a tough battle, and right here gets him over on the pass ball. 2 strikes, needs a knock, and just two of the most impressive at bats of the game. We've seen homers, we've seen doubles, but Castillo has battled with not much good pitches to hit, and that is some good All-American Classic baseball right there.
Tying this game up at 3. You knew from the moment it found center field it would drive in a run. They gave it the old college try with the throw. Well, that's just someone smelling a chance to do something big. Here's Striker Pence. Hunter, speaking of doing something big, he did so in his first at bat.
Had a little 2 RBI double, and you talk about favorite players. Well, Striker has a favorite pitcher, Logan Webb, and his favorite hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
Ooh. Yordan can hit, by the way. Like, sneaky, one of the best hitters on the planet.
Sneaky.
I just think he gets overlooked a lot. I got to be honest with you. Not in your world. You talk it at that level, like you know what I mean? I just
sneaky Triple Crown threat.
Yeah.
He can bang.
I just think he gets overlooked sometimes.
No, I do think it's a good call. I just say sneaky because of how
I
good
know.
he is. Yeah.
I'll give you a player that doesn't get mentioned.
Who's named him as their favorite player? That's a little sneaky. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, just I think we had one. By the way, Striker's a good student too. 4.2 in the classroom. He fouls that one off. Kind of short and quick right there, Hunter.
Well, he was trying to call time. You saw him say it, and then Parker, as a good pitcher does, froze him, and then as soon as he called time, came with the pitch. That's some good baseball IQs out here.
Two and two the count. Tired of waiting.
Couple numbers for you on Sebastian Castillo. 16 pitches seen today over the course of 2 plate appearances. Walked, single, obviously game tying single there. Career 1.6% strikeout percentage in perfect game events.
Breaking ball just got a piece of a good 2-strike approach. Those are crazy numbers, Vinny.
That is absolutely insane. And yeah, he has some just different movements as a hitter from what I've seen. It's just, you can't even explain it. He just has that kind of gift, that touch, that timing.
Hitters hit, as they say.
Outside. Striker through the first inning of this ball game, struck out a pair, walked 1. Top fastball 99, average fastball 97. Outside.
Striker knows the strike zone. He has always had a good eye ever since he was a little guy. Works a lot of walks. Everyone wants to see him swing, but what an at bat right there as well to put the go-ahead run in scoring position. And I know he's my nephew, but that was a pretty impressive at bat.
Really good at bat there. Took those pitches off the plate, understood the assignment, didn't try to expand or do too much. Take your free base, live to fight another day.
The foul on the slider as well, and he was on time with it.
Yeah, yep.
The talented Canadian Jalen Jacob with a big opportunity. Runner takes off, steals that one on the pitcher. Had a huge jump that time.
And I'm actually not upset with Striker not following that, because you don't want to make the third out right here. He's not really the speedster, but pass ball now is a threat to score.
Just a little bit below the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on Jacob, who has played for the Canadian junior national team, has played for the Canadian Premier team as well down in Jupiter and Fort Myers. Top ranked position player in Canada. When I talked to him the other day, I said, so Prince Fielder, but taller? He goes, I get that a lot. I really do. And he said, that's a compliment. That means the world. He said, I've found myself looking up Prince Fielder video a ton.
Prince Fielder could absolutely drive in runs. One of the best hitters of his time. I had to face him a lot. Astros versus Brewers, and man, was he special.
2-1 just off the plate. 3-1 the count.
He gives a little couple, you see the big power lefty, a little bit of the Mo Vaughn even in the batting stance as well, more so than Prince.
I would agree, because he's a little taller in stature than Prince. 3-1 hard ground ball into center field. The pride of Canada with a huge RBI, and just like that, thanks to Jacob jumping on top and getting it done. Beautiful job by the West squad.
And really just putting together team at bats here in the showcase game. These guys are grinding walks, grinding 2-strike at bats, passing the baton, and you just love to see it. This part of the order just feisty, and it starts with Sebastian Castillo. Obviously Cooper Goff worked a walk as well at the early in the inning, but man, what an inning to answer the 1 run in the 8th from the East.
Isaiah Snavely takes low and inside.
And then from Jalen there, that's 3 tough takes in a row. 2 fastballs below the zone, changeup away. Earns that 3-1 count to take a big hat.
Yeah, incredible. Really 3 incredible at bats, and you kind of feel for Parker because all 3 of these guys put elite battles, long at bats.
Yeah, and he's been pitching well. He has good stuff right around the strike zone. Just better at bats right now from the hitters on the West team.
3-0 the count. Rain expected a little bit later on, but we're getting a little bit of a preview of that rain right now. Light rain starts to fall. 3-0 the count. Inside, that's ball 4.
Now the pitch counts starting to climb here for Grayson Parker. And as you get tired, the command starts to go, and this has just been this is kind of the rewards of grindy at bats as a team.
He's moved into the mid-30s, Hunter, to your point. This is a guy that can, like we talked about Broom Milner earlier, this is a guy that can do some serious damage. He shrinks a ballpark quickly.
Who'd you say his favorite player was? Did we have that?
Yeah, he was a Schwarber guy.
Yeah, he's got the Schwarber vibes. Woo! And taking a Schwarber hack.
He homered at the National Showcase. I'm right on that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did. On the final day of the showcase, 10 homers this summer in totality across PG events for Koa.
That one dives down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Koa Romero.
He's got the bases juiced and a pitcher that's deep in the pitch count. Smelling blood.
Leaked out front off speed pitch. Couldn't keep that one fair. 1-2 the count. On a man who was All-State his freshman, sophomore, and junior year. He's already talking about Koa. Found his way to earn some credit in college class. He's done dual enrollment in high school. He's going to enter college already 12 credit hours deep. Koa crushes that one. Toward the wall in center field. Koa, he goa, bye-bye. A grand slam for Koa Romero.
104-417 from Koa there.
We saw that first hack. He took this at bat. Hunter got down to one knee, swung right through it. Did not miss that one. Straight away center field, and now we have a 5-run lead in the bottom of the 8th inning.
And you know what? He got to 2 strikes, and he didn't take the big hack. It's that calm, smooth stroke, and this is big boy land with the rain coming down. He takes him to center. Look at how quiet this is, and it's quick and explosive, and he knew he got that one dead central. That's a tough place to hit a home run. Big man Koa doing his Schwarber impression. Grand salami.
A Grand Slam home run ends the All-American Classic with the weather coming on and the pitchers all getting their opportunities. They figure we got a big old spoonful of icing. We put the icing on the cake. And so we celebrate these guys with the weather coming on and the rain starting. That puts a bow on the All-American Classic. Incredible, incredible.
An amazing showcase, Darren, Vinny. We saw a lot of talent from these young athletes, and I mean, the most polished, I think, All-American Classic I've seen in 5 years. We've seen a crazy amount of talent, but this just felt like a group that understands the game of baseball.
Not a lot of mistakes, not a lot of carelessness on the field. Guys that were making the plays defensively, going above and beyond, and taking quality at-bats, grinding them out really throughout the course of the game.
The MVP is down below. It's Koa Romero with that Grand Slam. Hannah Jo is standing by. Hannah Jo, let's talk with Koa Romero, please.
All right, yes, I have him here with me now. The MVP just hit the Grand Slam to seal the victory. Koa Romero. Koa, walk me through the at-bat, first of all.
Sitting fastball the whole time, swung at a couple change-ups, and finally got that fastball to hit, and I didn't miss it.
What was it like playing in this big league ballpark, hearing your name over the loudspeaker, seeing yourself on the screen? How was all of that?
It was a dream come true. It was amazing. Yeah.
Obviously, besides your Grand Slam, what are you always going to remember from your All-American Classic?
Getting to meet new friends and people and hanging out with them the whole time.
Congratulations, Koa.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your MVP for the 2026 PG All-American Classic, Koa Romero.
Hannah Jo, great stuff down below. And again, a celebration of the sport. Well, Vinny, this class, I mean, it's special. There's a lot of, as you talk about, two-way players that can throw big. The arm showed route tonight in this ball game, that part of this afternoon, as a matter of fact. But as you say goodbye to this class until Jupiter, what are your thoughts?
It's just kind of like we talked about all day long today. It's just the discipline, the fundamentals. Everyone's out there playing well, knowing how to play in terms of IQ, grinding at bats, even pitch sequencing. The IQ for these guys is off the charts for this 2027 class.
So I'm going to be unfair to you because I'm not going to let you talk about all of what you saw. It had to be really unique for you to be up here, not only to cover your nephew, but Hunter, to see him perform the way he did. It gave us goosebumps. What was that like?
It was emotional. There's no doubt about it. I'm very proud of him. All these kids, I've gotten to watch a lot of them play as strikers growing up. Some of his teammates were out there. And really, you know, this is a showcase, but we watched showcase kids come out and play real baseball, play with you know, passion. Both sides have a lot to be proud of. I think we saw some insane talent. It's going to be an amazing draft. A lot of these guys have bright futures, but, you know, not only the pitching staff and some of the change-ups we saw, the velocity we saw, but command as well. Great defense. So for Striker, I mean, he's worked for a long time, and to see his dream come true, it meant a lot to me. But also the teammate that he is and how all these guys came out and played a good ball game, it was impressive.
Thank you to Perfect Game for building such a wonderful event. Vinny and all your colleagues, an amazing job building it on the roster side. And of course, the Philadelphia Phillies. Steve Banta, Jason Cardona leading our production and doing an incredible job. And Hannah Jo, Hunter, Vinny, my name is Darren. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching the All-American Classic.